Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, I don't know what's going on. Is Rhodes here?
You guys there?
I'm here. Hello?
Can you guys hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Oh, good.
I can't tell if you hear me or not. Is Rhodes here? Rhodes, you good? I don't know what's going on. Seems like everything's breaking right now. Seems like something's wrong with the thing. Rhodes, can you pull up the slides? Anything? Did you trade the Trump coin? I can't tell if Rhodes has a mic working. I think this program's broken. I can hear someone.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, I don't know what was happening, but all right. What's up, guys? Hope everyone's doing well. I know what you guys said. I'll go ahead and take over really quickly. I have not posted the channel in the link, so everybody is from Twitter. I hope everybody is having a great day. Crazy week. This is probably going to be the most important. By the way, can somebody send so I don't have to go and pull up while I'm talking? Can someone send me the link in the Telegram so I can post it? Most important week since we've been doing this show for sure. Extremely important with what happened with Trump coin. I think whether you're a Trump fan or not, or you even got into the coin or whatever, I think most people with half a brain, I think, can understand that, minus the supply control, all that different stuff, that this is net positive 100% for crypto in general, that the president of the United States created a meme coin, as well as a ton of people are getting enriched from this. So I definitely want to go over everything there. I hope everybody's having a great day so far. We're going to go over Trump coin here in a second and everything going on. But usually the way we start the show is by passing it off to our boy Rhodes here, who goes over everything that went over the last few days, some stats and the NFT memes, everything else. So, Rhodes, you want to go ahead and take over? Oh, he's not even here, huh? Fuck. Yeah. All right. Well, I don't know where he's at. Does anybody know where he's at?
I think he's here. I think the program is just really messed up right now.
Do you want to just run the shit back, bro? For real. Just,
What do you
I know
mean?
it's not ideal for everybody in here, but
I don't know how that would change anything.
you just, because we're not ready. But it's all good, bro. Let's just roll with the punches. Yo, what's up for Loco? You there?
Yeah, I'm cutting out.
Yeah, it's all good. We should definitely have this set up ahead of time next time. But let's roll with the punches. If Rhodes isn't here, I'm just gonna go ahead and share my screen. You make
Yeah, I
sure
can
I'm
switch
good
it
here.
over.
Here, actually, let me post it in the channel really quick as well. Everybody in the chat, hope everybody's doing well. What's up, Mike? What is up, Ahmad? What is up, Panda? We got a lot of the regulars in here today. Love to see that. And then let me go ahead and get this link here. Just stand by really quickly here. Okay, nobody sent me the link.
I'm sending it right now.
Appreciate you. But yeah, crazy week. Everybody in the chat, I want to hear where you guys are from. Where are you coming from? Panda, I know, is in Indonesia. Okay. Let me share my screen too.
I can switch over to your screen.
Perfect.
There.
Alrighty.
You have your Telegram open. I don't know if you should want to show that or not.
That's fine. Alrighty. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna unshare my screen for 2 seconds. Stand by. I appreciate you guys.
Let me see.
Give me 2 seconds here.
We might have to move over to Twitch.
Why?
I don't know. This is rugging like crazy
I don't
for
think
me.
it's the program, not Twitter though, right?
Yeah, it's this program, not Twitter.
All good. We'll try to work through it. If you guys, if there is little technical difficulties, we apologize. It is we're having some problems with the software right now, but we'll try to do our best. But yeah, crazy, insane week. If you want to go ahead and I'm going to share my screen here again.
Hello.
Yeah,
Uh,
Roats, you with us?
We made it.
I'm here now.
Is
Did I finally
is
make
the
it?
program rugging or what?
Has to
Can you hear
be.
me?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. What the hell? Well, I don't know. Sorry, guys. I don't know
It's all
why
good, brother.
I was hard rugging there, but it was not picking up my audio. I believe I use wired headphones because wires are the safest, but I believe a Bluetooth headset might have been overriding me somewhere. But I
Yeah,
could
it's
hear
all
you
good.
guys.
Honestly,
Anyways,
I think it's a program though, because the same thing happened to me. I came in and you couldn't hear me. But guess what? We're here.
okay.
Love to
Do
hear
we
it.
want to
So
go
We're
through
back.
the slides
yeah, we're gonna go
quickly?
ahead and do the reviews. Like I said, if you
Sure.
guys just popped in right now, I did go ahead and post it in the channel, so we probably do have some people coming in right now. If you're new to the show, welcome. My name is Bren. We got my boys Rotes for Loco, Danksy, and then we have my boy Yoni, who's our fifth host that's usually on here. We do this show twice a week on Tuesdays at 10 a.m. PST, like today, and then Fridays at 1 p.m. I'm sorry. Okay, I need to get this right. I'm gonna go let Danksy just do this every time. It's like a meme at this point. 10 a.m., 1 a.m. Okay, 1 p.m. 1 a.m. now. 1 p.m. PST. You guys get it. 10 a.m. On Fridays. We just need to make it the same time. This is a joke at this point. I'm fried. Obviously, you need to get more sleep, but yeah. Tuesday at 1 p.m. PST, and then Fridays at 10 a.m. We go over everything that's going on in the crypto market, from NFTs, memes, uh, everything majors, traditional markets. It's been an exciting 6 months since we've been on here, and I think this is the most important show we've ever done because of everything that went down. I know there's a lot of polarizing opinions, but I do think it is great for all of us, and very well could spark a huge bull run. So, with that being said, we'll go over Trump and everything that went on today, but I do want to pass it off to my boy Rhodes to kind of do a review of the past few days. Want to take it over, Rhodes?
Sure. Yeah, I mean, who has time to sleep during this chaos, right? So, Bitcoin did break all-time high. It is currently at the 106,000 range. It is going to be quite volatile as we await Trump's first executive orders regarding crypto. It is believed some may come or happen in the next couple days. Is the rumor
The
mill at the
Bitcoin
moment?
conference guy, the guy that runs Bitcoin Magazine, said he confirmed that it's in the first 200 executive
Yes.
orders. And that guy directly has talked to the administration to set up the conference and all that.
And I
So
mean, and Michael Saylor seems happier than ever, hanging out around Trump. So,
yeah,
yeah, I think for the most part, it is believed that we're expecting something, and the price kind of reflects that. That once we get confirmation of any form of positive news regarding crypto from Trump and out of the camp, there, we're going to full send and
yeah,
expect a candle that you've never seen before, including exceeding the most recent one we had yesterday of a 10K candle. That may look small compared to what could possibly happen,
I agree.
given some bullish sentiment out of there. If they stay
Also, Ross is
strategic
supposed to
reserve,
be today too. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Ross getting out,
Yeah,
yeah, that'll also be positive, right? So, yeah, we're ready to send. But what really took on the full chaos mode and really kind of paradigm shifted the markets that we're most familiar with or most active here on in the space is the meme coin market, and that was the Trump coin launching Friday evening. I saw it early enough to have made great profits. I faded it because that's what happens sometimes. You overthink it, you overanalyze it, and you think, okay, it's already ran, you missed it. Clearly didn't. And then the total chaos that happened on Sunday was the Melania coin, and that just really wrecked things. Overall, total chaos, and we'll get into it. Milady got Vitalik to adopt Milady as a PFP, uh, almost in some weird way, kind of further highlighting additional boomerness of Vitalik, and just completely missing the mark when it comes to community and crypto culture. But a Milady might hopefully get him shifted over there. That NFT ran up roughly 75%, almost 2x, getting up to as high as 80th at one point, and now settling back in at around the 40th mark. AI market cap is at 15.85 billion. It's slowly rebounding. Most of the up percentages that we do see across the board are rebound marks from great sell-offs or liquidity pullouts, if you will, across the market. but AI market share is at 15.43, or sorry, mind share is at 3.7%, down significantly, where the mind share is really on the Trump and Melania side of things at about 19%. And then World Liberty Fi, the Trump kind of back end organization, if you will, buys 47 million each of Ethereum, Bitcoin, and a few others. NFT volumes remain high. Ordinals kind of getting a bit of a bump, and we're seeing some gains on the ordinal side of things. I did mention a little while ago that outside gains could really be on the ordinal side of things, and you will see these sporadic pumps, etc. With that. And then movers themselves kind of really on the 2021 leaders here as they rebound. Doodles up 17%, but overall roughly flat. Creeps up as well to 2.89, up 21%. Azuki up 13%. Pudgy Penguins up 13%. So across the board, a bit of a rebound there. Azuki kind of the most notable, given the fact that we are looking at the anime token here in a couple days. And then on the Memecoin side of things, again, rebounds for the most part. AI16Z up 35% to 1.27. I think all of these rebounds, though, kind of are a really good sign for the market in general, just showing liquidity back into what presented as pretty large sell-offs, but good value across the board. So Popcat, Fog, Pippin are some of the leaders in terms of percentage rebounds. And then Bitcoin price achievement, we're looking at a 73% probability of 110K, and 80K now down to only 3% within January. So overall, really strong market. Very interested to hear the thoughts from Bren and Yanni, who's joined, and Fur and Danksy on the chaos of the weekend and what this all means for us going forward as we approach what may be a blow off type activity, but how long that runs for, etc. Everything's kind of changed with Trump and what's happened here over the weekend.
Absolutely,
Thoughts?
man.
Great
Amazing intro and review. It's always an amazing start to the show. So appreciate that. Pretty crazy. There's not too many what's it called, poly market bets around all of this. I don't know, but super cool. I definitely want to get into the Trump stuff. I want to get into the chat as well. If you guys are new to this stream, we try to make everything super interactive. So definitely leave anything, chart requests. We'll get to all that, but questions, comments, we'll read it out on the stream to the best of our ability, as long as it's not something fucking crazy. So your ideas are pretty clear as always. Appreciate you, Crypto Buy. The King Opa says, "Yo, Bren, what's up, brother? Trump hybrid NFT minted 5,000 in less than 10 minutes. Interesting. We'll look into that." Jinxie says, "I saw a notification off a wallet I was tracking for Trump, clicked on it and saw the market cap was 1.5 billion, went on Dex and couldn't find it and fell asleep." Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there was like 30 PvP ones at first, but what's up, says Sup Breno. What's up, Noski? But yeah, you want to go ahead and pass the screen off to me? I think I'm already sharing, but whoever's control that. Broats, Danksy.
I got you. I can do it.
Thank you. But crazy week, Trump coin. I think, there was the DJT meme coin, which was, a lot of stuff around that. So the idea of Trump starting a meme coin wasn't completely outlandish to me, but it definitely hit everybody like a freaking train. A lot of people thought it was fake at first. There was a lot of, a lot of like
for me. I can't tell. Are you
Yeah,
sharing your screen, Brent?
no, I don't see it. Oh wait, now I do. Okay, we're good. But yeah, a lot of people thought it was fake at first. There was actually a lot of information coming out that
I
kind
don't
of
see
seemed
it.
threat. You don't see my screen or what?
I don't. Rhodes, can you confirm? Was it
Yeah,
just
his screen is up. His screen is up.
Oh,
You
okay.
keep taking it up and down. It's good. EV Mux is rugging us for the most part. So
Wait, so it's going in and out, or is it up?
it's up. It's currently
Okay,
up.
perfect. Let me know if it goes off. But yeah, there's a lot of credible information that kind of made it seem like it was fake. A lot of people missed it, but I think this is in one in ever play, really, one in a cycle play, where it's something that goes straight to a 2 or 3 billion, but that just kept running up because of the implications behind it. Obviously, I was able to get it at around 3 billion FDV after probably an hour of running. I almost hesitated and almost didn't, but I'm definitely glad I did. It's been absolutely insane. I think there's kind of a few kind of views right now that, people are thinking. I do think right now it comes down to like the classic bell curve meme for me, right? I do think it's really easy for the left and the right curve people, really like Trump people or whoever, to understand Donald Trump made a meme coin bullish. And then there's people on the right who realize, okay, this is probably going to uh, do like a huge super cycle. And then there's the people in the middle right now who oftentimes on Twitter do this a lot, where they overthink it. Oh, the 80% supply control, this, that, and the other, when they miss the huge point that even if you don't like Trump, even if this coin doesn't do well, which is a bunch of people getting rich off of it, so it is. The Trumps haven't sold a single coin of it yet. It's just massive for the digital asset industry and mind share for crypto in general that the president of the United States started a meme coin. So right now, if I were you, like looking at this and you're new and you're kind of wondering what the hell is going on, is this normal for crypto? There's going to be a lot of people who are overthinking this. A lot of people are going to tell you, oh no, like they're just going to rug it, all that. I'm telling you, either way, no matter what goes down with this coin, it's bigger than Trump. This is absolutely massive for digital assets in general. And to me, I think Trump's going to keep going up, which we'll go over here in a second. But I think we're just waiting for the next shoe to drop. Truly, I don't believe for a second that unless the whole market collapses tomorrow, that we don't see another massive celebrity or politician or somebody start a coin. Um, you know, just kind of up there with Trump. Obviously, it's not going to be as big, but I do think this inspires something massive where celebrities are going to come in and make coins, but not the classic cash grab celebrity where they kind of need the money. I think it'll be like big notable people once they see what Trump did. So I don't know if you guys saw. Did you guys see the rumor around Meta? Anybody? No? Okay.
Did not know.
Okay, great. Who the hell's making food right now? Is that freaking Degsy? Freaking opening the microwave and shit? Memecoin. There's a rumor right now that, let's see, Meta. Where was it? I'm trying to think the best place to. Oh no, I know that guy's name. Crypto Beast. Okay. Okay, so this. Oh, he unpinned it. Wow. This right here, he had it pinned, but he came out this yesterday. Apparently, Facebook Meta might launch a Memecoin soon. I posted Trump at 69 cents, and pretty much he's saying a Facebook employee is telling him that Memecoin's going to drop. Which what this is saying right here would make complete sense to me, especially with based Zuck lately. His
I
whole
want to get your thoughts overarching on this. Is what do you think happens on this whole like liquidity squeeze when it comes to meme coins in general, market in general, when something massive like this drops?
Of course. So that's a great question. I'm sure that's what a lot of people are thinking right now. And 100%, it's undeniable. And I'm going to hear for look everybody's thoughts on all of this after I go on my little spiel. But I do think, obviously, it's a huge liquidity suck at first. But I think what people are missing is that the net outcome from Trump making a meme coin, Meta, whoever the fuck else does it, is that it's going to bring in so many more millions of people into crypto and all this capital into crypto that eventually, right, it might not happen the first week, that it's just going to ignite a huge bull run in everything, right? We've seen it in the past. Doge, sucks liquidity for a while. And then after that, it just ignited a huge meme coin run back in 2021 and a huge run in general. So I think that's what happens is at first it's a huge liquidity suck. It sucks. Some coins go down 20, 30, 50%. But the net outcome of the president bringing in making a coin is going to bring in so many people over the next few months that your coins, as long as they're quality, of course, it should lift all boats is essentially what I'm trying to say. Right.
Love it.
But this would be absolutely massive. I mean, anybody who knows what, Zuck said about the metaverse and all this stuff, I think everybody's fading him, but the tech might not be quite ready yet. VR might not be ready for another 5 years. Who fucking knows? But this would just make complete sense to me. Obviously, who knows? The guy unpinned it. Could just be, a rumor. But if something of this caliber were to happen, I think it's wraps. And it just, again, this especially would ignite not only just a meme coin thing, but just kind of legitimize all digital assets. I'm sure, they would integrate NFTs and all that, but obviously just a rumor, something to keep an eye on. But my point is, I think this is kind of just the beginning, kind of we're waiting on the next shoe to drop, and all that. I'm going to go to the chat really quickly before I go over my thoughts on what I think Trump's going to do from here. We got BBGR, Meme Coinosaur. Hi, what's up, Mark? What's up, Marcus? What's up? You can see Bren's screen. Good. That's what we want. Bridge 3 Labs says we can pin comments. Appreciate most of the Cole posts from Friday eventually mid-curved it. Exactly, Roja. Everybody's mid-curve. A lot of people are mid-curving it on Twitter. A lot of these people just aren't in the coin and they just are missing the bigger picture. But I'm telling you, you don't have to like Trump. You don't even have to like the actual coin. Maybe you don't like the 80% supply control, but the net outcome is just mind share on crypto in our industry. So mock Cuban meta rumor, haven't heard. Yeah. Bitcoin Reserve. Yeah, so Bitcoin Reserve could be something Trump does, but a lot of people think that the bill in the Senator Loomis bill might actually pass before, so Trump might not have to do it himself.
You saw that tweet and delete from Eric Trump?
When, today?
Yeah.
What happened?
He had a tweet and delete of, hold up, let me read it. Said he retweeted something essentially that said that he went to go. Senator Cynthia Loomis discussed creating a strategic Bitcoin reserve with Eric Trump at the Capitol yesterday. He retweeted and deleted it 2 minutes later.
Yeah, that's fire. Yeah, no, a lot of people, because that's the one that they're bringing to Congress or whatever to vote on. Already, and it's like already in the process. A lot of people think, okay, that's not going to pass because you need like 70% of the votes or something. So they would need some Democrats to like be on the side. But this guy, Mike Novogratz, who I saw the interview with, he seems to think that it's going to happen from that, like it'll pass. Which in their plan, they not only do they plan to put in the money into the strategic reserve, which was Trump said, but in her plan, they actually buy Bitcoin with buy fresh Bitcoin with the treasury.
Right.
So that would be absolutely fucking massive, and I think that would probably ignite a massive game theory or whatever between different countries. Shout out to Bren, Saki, shout out to you, brother. Trump PFP NFT sold out in less than 10 minutes. Absolutely fucking nuts. So yeah, Trump to me again massive. I do think a lot of people, this correction was, yes, it was ignited by the whole Melania coin, which we'll go over in a second too. But I do like anything. I do think anything that goes up 1,000x, it's due for a correction, right? So whether it was Melania, whether it was whatever, this thing was going to correct eventually. I think the Melania thing, crazy at first, thought everybody was going to backfire on them. But in reality, I think, you like it or not, I think now that they have two massive coins where I think Melania is going to follow Trump to the upside. What does that mean? Does that mean Melania fucking flips Sol? I don't know. But I do think Melania is going to act as Trump beta now and be up there with the top meme coins, whether you like it or not. And to me, there's two roads here, right? You either believe, okay, they're done here. It was just a little grift. They haven't even taken any profits yet, and they're just not going to support it, and it's going to go to zero. And they're just going to let their reputation, go to shit and not cash in money? Or is it more likely that they continue to support it as their unlocks continue to come out, which again, their first unlock isn't for 2 months, buy some low effort mentions, do this different stuff, and collect billions of dollars while everybody in crypto loves them? I think that's what's more likely. And for that reason, and then as well as this beautiful corrective channel on the charts, I think Trump is imminently going to continue higher. Possible we get one more low, but this is obvious corrective behavior to me. And any of these positive news, the Ross news, the Bitcoin itself going up, some type of crypto positive news is just going to send this higher. What is my target for this? It's tough to say. I think it's going to 100 next, which would be what, like 100 billion FTV, right?
Yeah.
Which is insane, but I do think it is going to become the top meme. It already is bigger than Doge right now, right? Or right up there. I think it's going to continue to pass Doge, and I think the net outcome of all this is it's just opening up a new paradigm for meme coins, where those Murad, like the 20 to 50, 100 billion targets don't sound so fucking crazy anymore. So again, it comes down to the only reason Trump is going up, obviously crypto Twitter, but it's because MAGA and the cult around Trump is the biggest in the world. Same reason why SPX, Giga, MOG, all these coins that we've been shilling for so long are going to go up. It's the same thing with Trump. Obviously, just a bigger cult on a whole nother level. But yeah, I think that's going to be the net outcome of this, guys. I'm extremely bullish on this. I really don't see the bad side of this. I don't think, maybe it makes the industry look like, to people who don't understand the industry, might make it look like, oh, there's a bunch of speculation, but that's the industry anyway, right? I don't see the negative side of this when Trumps have not dumped on anybody. Unless you bought at the very top, you're up right now. Does that stay the same in a few months when they have the unlocks? Maybe they start selling a lot. But yeah, I don't see the negative side of this. I think this is great for everybody, and I think Trump's going to continue up. High market cap right now, but I think there's so much higher it could go due to the MAGA cult members have just been able to purchase on Coinbase today. So, Yoni, what are your thoughts on everything that's going down, man? I know this has been a crazy fucking last few days for us. It's just every second something's happening. But what are your thoughts over the last few days? I want to hear kind of from everybody what's been going.
So I think a couple things. I think that the narrative always seems to be dropping on a dime, but it's really just everyone kind of capitulating in a second. I think that what we've seen is like, even though 1 minute we want to say it's just a cult narrative, I do believe that the strongest cults are going to continue to do the best, but like it's just a cult narrative. Or the next minute it's like AI is dead or AI is gone, and I think it's really becoming just like a best projects thing on every side. It's clear that there are a few narratives that are like here to stay for I think this cycle. I don't think cults are going anywhere. I don't think AI is going anywhere. I just think that what was proven is that a lot of the AI stuff is outside of Fartcoin, a lot more lettuce hands, right? Where
Yeah.
you saw like, during the Trump mania shit, when Trump came, when Melania came, like if you looked at SPX, Giga, a lot of these, like you really weren't fretting that much. Maybe you got like a little bit of a dip, but nothing you weren't you weren't like prone to anyway. And then the bounces came relatively quickly, where AI was getting washed, right? And they bounced really, really well today, especially the great projects, which I loved, and they created great entries. But you just kind of saw the dynamics of some of the holder list, I feel like, for some of these AI projects right there in the flesh. Like you've seen Zero Bro get washed out. You saw a lot of these people rotate really, really quickly and then rotate their bags back in. So I
For
do
sure,
think
and
that
I'll let you continue, but it makes a great point. I don't want to forget. It's just like what we've been saying so much in this stream is that the AI stuff's great. It's going to continue to go up, but the reason I put them in a different box is again because of these holder base and the dynamics behind it. When you know we talk about this all the time, but having a movement and like a bigger idea, a group, a community that people are sticking onto, apart from price go up or quote unquote the tech, um, is what keeps these coins from not collapsing. You see again with these AI coins, it's the first thing people are selling because they're not holding it because, oh fuck, I really believe in this tech's going to change the world in a few years. Some people do. Some people are really drinking the Kool-Aid, but the like it's because the number go up and it's the hottest thing on Twitter and Frank D Gods and everybody's talking about it. Nothing wrong with that, by the way. But I think again, these cult Giga SPX, all of those have hold so nicely is because they have these strong communities with bigger movements and like bigger goals behind it. And to me, that's why I kind of put them on different boxes and how much I invest in them with my portfolio. But yeah, Trump's moving up a little bit here. I want to look at Melania and then Yoni, I want you to finish up what you're
well,
saying.
I feel like I'm kind of like I feel like with you kind of got to keep developing your strategy as it goes on. Besides like the couple things that you really love that you want to keep feeding, like the SPXs, the Gigas, Fartcoin I feel like is kind of becoming one of those things where it's like the AI stuff. I feel like there's a lot of opportunity to come in with less size earlier on because there's a lot of projects, a lot of infrastructure stuff, or catch great corrections. Whereas I would be topping off cult bags with size. Like every time I pull profits, I would just be pulling them to stuff that you believe can go in the long run that have more diamond-handed holders. Feels like a pretty great strategy to kind of move through the cycle with, at least for now.
So that's how you celebrate your wins, is topping off your bags.
Yeah, I'll just top off my bags one time for the boys.
Hell yeah. But I always have to make that joke.
Yeah.
Being AI. Okay. Let's go back to the chat. Mike says more and more people who come onto crypto will venture into DeFi and find our venture thing. Yes, exactly. Of course, not everything's going to be positive. There's going to be a lot of scammers try to take advantage of this, but you got to see the bigger picture. Don't overthink this. It's really like the stupidest people in the world can understand this, like the left curve, like Trump, meme coin, good crypto. Like really, it's not
Right.
that hard. Do not
Yeah.
overthink it. Don't let people people are just really, there's a lot of people again who just fade it, who are just kind of trying to project their insecurities onto you. Mike Bean says more and more people who come onto crypto will venture into DeFi. Yes, absolutely. Sir Durdick says checking in. Hello from Todd. Yeah, okay. Shout out to Todd.
Just in, Coinbase CEO Brian Armstrong says President Trump is excited about a strategic Bitcoin reserve.
It's lit. It's
He
lit.
just publicly said that on.
And I will do a full plug here in a second, but just, for those of you hopping on, I know 600 people in here, not even halfway through the show. Amazing to see. If you guys could please, if you're enjoying the content, please share, like, follow everybody on the stream, so we can get this stream out to more people. Love you guys. The Soul Trump Pump NFT took a hard fade from me, Rhodes. Okay. Gotcha. We'll go and look at that when we pull up NFTs. From the Colts, they'll feel comfortable to venture out. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Doge. Seems also Trump going to have an ETF too. Man, anything is fucking possible, right? I know a lot of people are going to ask about Melania. So obviously pulled back hard. It's down to 75% now. But this consolidation over the last few days, I think it's going to act as Trump beta. Meaning, for those of you guys who don't know what that means, I do think Trump's going to continue. It's going to continue to the upside with Trump. So crazy to see. I know a lot of people are hating that. A lot of people are seeing Melania as the reason why Trump's coming down. I don't think it'll matter. Obviously, who gives it? Like, nobody's really concerned about Melania, but it's, again, just about the whole lore behind the family and everything going on. So do they continue to do new coins? I want to hear from everybody. Like, do you think they continue to do new coins? I think personally they're going to wait if they do new any. But I think an obvious one will probably be Baron coin at some point as well. What do you guys think? Rhodes for Loco. I want to hear from you guys. Rhodes, I know we heard a little bit from you. So you said you didn't trade Trump. What do you think? You kind of in agreement. So you think this is kind of going to ignite, that it's net positive, or what are your kind of your thoughts?
I'm not sure if he's on right now. He might have stepped off.
All right, interesting. So then we'll just go ahead and go to the here. Let's see. I want to check the comments. For Loco, are you here with us, bro?
I think it just might be you and I.
Dude, what the fire? Let's do it. Let's see. Let's check the chat. 2-week gaps. Trump ETF. That's just insane. Absolutely. So yeah, I think Melania is going to continue the upside, guys. I do think Trump is going to continue to rip, and yeah, it's already ripping. Let's go ahead and go to Bitcoin really quick. Check out that. Usually we start the show with the majors too. So let's go ahead and check that out. Yoni, go ahead and check. Can you keep an eye on the chat if anybody asks anything while I'm on this?
Yep.
Appreciate you.
Trump ETF.
Yeah. So Bitcoin's already starting to rip. Yeah, no, I think our other hosts are having technical difficulties. All good. We'll figure it out next time. But Trump, for me, one of two things was going to happen. Either it was going to come down one more time, chop down, and we're going to continue higher. This is a correction, or we're going to continue to rip. I think we're going to continue to rip here, guys. Very likely just going to clear all-time high.
Yeah.
We can barely hear you, bro. You're cutting out, though. It's all
Okay.
good. Maybe it's
I'll
your
try to
connection.
figure it out. I think I'm back. Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, sweet. Yeah, if you guys want to provide some color about the Trump thing, but otherwise we can move on. Whatever you guys think.
We've still been talking about it, and we're just going into the majors. But
Well, for Loco, I'm curious whether before or after the majors to hear your position too on it, because I know you were kind of off.
Yeah,
right?
look, I have mixed feelings about it. Hopefully, it is the positive, as Brent was saying. We onboard millions of people into crypto. That's hopeful. Me, as a crypto native, I've been here for many years. I don't really love trading these tokens or buying these tokens personally. I'd rather focus on stuff that I'm excited about, like AI agents and stuff like that. I don't really have a ton of advantage as a trader buying Trump right now. Can it do 2-3x, maybe 5x perhaps, but doesn't really excite me as much holding Trump, Melania, and the whole family, which might come, by the way. We don't really know. Because the truth is, this is at the end of the day, this is a business, and these guys are licensing their names, right? So
we'll go over that, but I don't think this is so much a license play as like the WLFI is. I think obviously they have people helping them, but it's not just some other team running it. I do see this as completely different than WLFI. That the World Liberty Fi is some other guy running it, but I believe this is, again, just directly, and it's not even believe it. It's pretty. If you look into it, it is ran directly by the family. Obviously, they have people helping them out, but it's not just some guy who's fucking rubbing his hands who taking advantage of the Trump family. This is directly involved by them, and that 80%, I guarantee you, is held almost fully by Donald Trump or both of them. So, is your view that you kind of think this is a licensing play? That's kind of your view, or?
No, I'm not trying to fund anyone's bags. I'm just saying, like, Trump also has a stock called Trump Media, right? He also has a stock that tracks kind of like his own branding. He's already been pumping that stock for the last 4 years, for his candidacy, etc. So, does he need a coin? Maybe this is his way to say, hey, I'm in crypto, I'm supporting crypto. That's great. From my perspective, as of right now, there's not really a lot of net new liquidity in the market. So we're seeing a bunch of like liquidity dispersion that is kind of like creating a lot of like bag holders across all their memes, agents, altcoins. So there's a little bit of chaos right now going on because it's very difficult to place your bets. Right now, the number one attention token is Trump. But do you want to place your bets right now on this token, or you want to focus on something else?
It's really easy to get into the crypto Twitter, like echo bubble, right? I think, again, what the net outcome of this is going to be, and obviously, I think it's already happening. I already have a bunch of friends personally I've onboarded to crypto in general on Coinbase the last few days, and it's evident by these exchanges crashing. Again, I think you were cut out earlier when you probably couldn't hear us, but I think what's going to happen is maybe it takes a few weeks. But the net outcome is just like with Doge absolutely ran. Everything got destroyed for a few weeks. But then what happened is millions of people came into crypto and started trading other coins. So time will have to tell for sure. But I do think that dispersion is going to be temporary, and it's just going to be met with a ton of more people coming into crypto, which again should lift all our bags, ideally, obviously, right?
I hope so, man. Right now, and again, I do have my positions, but I'm not very excited about this last couple of days. Not because I missed it, but also because it's just not something I'm really excited to invest in. Or
fair. If it's not your thing, if you're not excited about it, that's totally cool. You focus on the AI stuff or whatever that's coming down. I think everybody, it's just great entries and whatever you're trading. So definitely fair. It's not everybody's thing.
Trading mania is uncomfortable. Like, I didn't like it. My port came back I literally went on a walk to grab a coffee, came back 19 minutes later and was down so much fucking money and had no idea what was going on with this Melania stuff. But ultimately,
absolutely. Usually I shy away from this type of stuff too, but again, this is just an unprecedented thing. It was so obvious to me that it was just going to keep going. But Saki says, what could be the movement in Doge now that Elon has been mentioning it? Oh yeah, we didn't even go over that too.
Yeah.
The fucking Doge agent. Did you guys see that? Doge agency website has the Doge.
Yeah, the Doge thing on it.
Logo on the fucking front page. So,
can this be any more bullish? Like, just in general, what fucking planet? We're literally living on planet crypto right now.
Yeah. I think it's just mass adoption of digital assets, man. I think it's just the stage was set when BlackRock and all these people are starting to enter.
Oh, that's something to talk about. Also, a lot of Solana congestion. Some people still have their money frozen, sent from exchanges. Solana had a lot of congestion. Obviously,
a lot of congestion. Solana, whoever, I don't know who has the feedback. I think it's you, Yoni.
No, it's not me.
No worries. But I think, it broke the chain, right? So that's another thing interesting thing to talk about with Solana, right? Like, are the TPS that it was supposed to have, I think it didn't even kind of failed, right? So everybody kind of thinks Solana is this really huge throughput chain that doesn't need L2s. But this whole thing broke it. So, I mean, what happens if you get 3 or 4 celebrities on the same week dropping coins?
Right.
What's that going to do? I think it just tells us that we need multiple stuff. The ETH L2s are going to be a huge thing, but yeah, interesting stuff from there. What do you make of that for Loco as far as like Solana crashing? Do you think that kind of shows us that maybe Solana's TPS and stuff aren't necessarily the numbers most people think, or what do you make of it?
Yeah. No, that's a good point. To be honest, man, I don't think we've seen 3 billion in volume in one day ever in Solana. Yeah. I think this is definitely the largest launch ever. And even with Frankendenser and all these amazing upgrades that Solana chain is having, I think this was probably the biggest test they had so far. So, in fact, actually, it was just really a matter of like fees and priority because I was swapping on Jupiter and the chain was working, right? The problem is like everyone was trying to swap at the same time when this thing was dumping. And so obviously it created some sort of like congestion, but I do think that they'll figure it out. And again, the chain was working. It was just overwhelmed a little bit. But just think about like 3 billion in volume in like what 24 hours or less. So I don't think there's ever been a chain that has done that volume. So they're probably just trying to figure out how to how to do it for the next 12 to 24 months as we see more volume. I don't see it as a problem. Actually, it performed pretty well for for what we've seen. So
Interesting.
yeah.
Thank you for that take for sure. Casho says, yeah, I tried contacting Coinbase support and then never. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff with Coinbase too. I think again, it's just bullish. We're just seeing a huge influx of. I think it's just a sign that we're just seeing a huge influx of people hitting exchanges. So Trump moving up. I think my take again. I think this is going to continue to rip. Probably very likely the bottom's in. And as we've seen with Doge, if it does get crazy, I know it sounds crazy that this thing is already so high in FTV, but it could easily go into the hundreds of millions. I don't even want to imagine where it really could go because again of how little euphoria really is right now outside of crypto Twitter. But we'll have to keep an eye on this. Either way, I think this is going to continue to rip, and I just refuse to believe that after seeing this huge run that we don't get another notable celebrity or politician or some big company either drop a coin or do some kind of Bitcoin buy. So there's just so many potential positive catalysts, as well as the charts look really nice. I do think Bitcoin very likely just rips through all-time highs here. We can keep an eye on it. But ETH, I do think ETH very, very likely is with, the Bitcoin strategic reserve might just be that last Bitcoin only catalyst, where, Bitcoin dominance maybe tops out for a bit. It kind of already has, I think, but either way, beautiful corrective, higher time frame corrective chart pattern for ETH versus the other two. Whether you're like me and you believe that ETH probably is bottomed out against Bitcoin here pretty soon. I know it's crazy take, but I do think either way the chart is telling me that ETH is going to rip, and very likely due to it being suppressed. We've seen this in the past with Sol when it got suppressed after the FTX crash. The next run that it had, eventually it just went fucking nuts. I think the same thing is going to happen with ETH in the sense that it is being a little bit of held back because crypto has been completely dominated by just Bitcoin and meme coins, which is Sol and Bitcoin. But as this legislation starts to become more clear, the framework for crypto becomes clear, people can start launching NFTs and RWAs and all this different shit. I think ETH is the biggest benefactor or whatever, the chain that's going to benefit the most off of that. And for that reason, I think ETH is just a fucking amazing buy. I think peak sentiment, we're getting peak bearish sentiment, which is again great. I'm seeing everybody in the chats like pretty much saying they thinking ETH's just going to stay here for the rest of the year. So for me, all the signs are pointing to ETH just very, very possibly bottoming from here and having an amazing year. So I see new all-time highs for ETH early this year, probably Q1, due to again this corrective channel. So ETH gonna rip higher soon. So
Brent,
of course.
do you currently hold ETH or not?
Yeah, no, I have both. I've had a pretty equal between Sol and ETH. But now starting to put a lot of my Sol, especially after here, more weighted towards ETH. I had a huge long position here on Sol that I took about 30% off of here, and then now building more of a bigger long position on ETH. So yeah, amazing to see this, guys. That Sol ripped during the Trump run because people are bridging to Sol. I never really seen anything like that.
Yeah, I think it really was all volume. Like people on Coinbase buying Solana and then swapping it to Trump, and vice versa, taking profits into it. I don't know, man. I've been trying to figure it out what my ETH play is. I don't know if I want to hold ETH directly or if I want to find some sort of like beta, type of like beta play on ETH.
I would really consider
ETH per se.
I would really consider looking at the L2s, bro. Like I know there's a lot of debate. Like they think like it takes away from the L1, but I think the coins themselves, there's an obvious narrative there. I wish Base had a coin. That'd be an obvious one, but yeah, I don't know what your thoughts are on that.
Yeah, for me, I have Airdrum on Base, which is kind of like the Jupiter or the Radium on Base. That one is something I like. Hopefully the volume comes to the chain, right? And then the other one I'm thinking is, I don't know if to buy more NFTs or, I don't know. I'm just figuring it out. Obviously, I have AIXBT and other agents which are on Base, but technically that's Ethereum, right?
Yeah.
But I don't hold ETH per se. And I'm kind of like not super excited. I know that it should outperform, but we've been saying this for so long. I really hope it happens this year, man.
Yeah, no, I hear
For
you.
sure.
It's definitely easy to like lose interest in the shit that hasn't moved for a long time, but yeah, I think for all those reasons, the
Even
obvious like
even XRP, even XRP is moving faster. I think it might flip it in no time here soon.
bro,
So
honestly, that's crazy. Yeah, no, I
I
think
think
XR,
the market cap of XRP is about 300 billion right now, right? Or 200 and something. They're pretty close.
the top 5 crypto list is about to look fucking nuts. Like Bitcoin, ETH, Sol, XRP, and Trump. It's gonna be pretty crazy, man. I'm just kidding, but yeah, no, I think ETH, Bitcoin, the S&P 500 as well, ripping to new all-time highs, which we've been saying on this stream. I've been telling you again, this corrective behavior is very reminiscent of the last 5 or 6 corrections here that we've gotten all year. Been telling you very likely all risk assets are going to continue to the upside this year, and we're looking at pretty much all-time highs. So good to see. Anything else I'm missing, guys? Let me know. Doge, we need to hit that. Yeah, no, total threes coming out of this nice correction here. I do think it's going to rip to new all-time highs. Again, this is just a measure of the overall crypto market cap minus Bitcoin and ETH. So I think this is going to continue, probably to like 1.5 to 2 trillion this year. So
yeah, I mean, we had a MicroStrategy buy more Bitcoin again, around 1.1 billion. So that's good. I think Bitcoin really is going to start to perform. I mean, already has, but I think it's going to start to perform at its own asset class.
Yeah.
Just because you have all these institutions just like top blasting it at 100,000 plus.
Sure.
All these institutions, pretty much a few of them, IBIT and Michael.
I feel like there could be a few buyers that we don't know about too, though, right? Maybe, hopefully, that we, some earnings reports or something comes out with someone that's been accumulating. But
yeah,
that's hopeful. Pepe, beautiful correction, guys, on the higher time frames over the last few months. I think Pepe is going to bottom out here, very likely here, and is going to rip higher. Again, I think that's just a great sign. You want to see Pepe and Doge ripping. As you can see here, every time it's given us these nice corrective channels, they've ripped. So I think, I don't know how high Pepe is going to go. Does it go back towards, where Trump is, neck and neck with Trump? Who knows? I do think either way, it's going to continue to the upside. Beautiful correction, obvious play here with Pepe.
And there was a good amount of outside of the big memes, there were a good amount of some serious AI bounces today too.
Absolutely, we'll go over that right now. Saki says Eric really loves crypto. Yeah, for sure. Papa Chitero says ETH gonna be the most hated rally. Absolutely, bro. 100% wouldn't expect. Rhodes says wouldn't expect a Trump ETF. Appreciate you for being in the comments, Rhodes. Feel free to chime in whenever too. We love to hear you.
Yeah, I'm here now.
No, I appreciate you, bro.
Someone just asked about lo-fi. I'm still a big lo-fi believer.
Yeah, I think lo-fi has those has good operators behind it that has connections with SUI people. So I expect that to get a listing here. We'll look at all that in just a second. Check out Zach's post. Another thing that went down last night. Honestly, guys, there's just something new happens every 30 fucking minutes. But Zach XBT for Loco, did you hear about this?
Yeah, Zach, the token.
Yeah, so like somebody made a retire Zach XBT coin. They dropped it to him. Normally he ignores it, or just doesn't do anything with it. He was debating, do I sell it? And what he did is instead he put that money into a one-sided LP and just collected fees off of it, which is kind of revolutionary. A lot of people are like, why the fuck haven't we done this before? And then I think it came out that Zach did do that actually in 2023 before this. But it's something that, these celebrities and people they get supply. The only way that they can really capitalize off that normally is to sell into it, right? Which is not good for the coin. But this is another way for people to capitalize off of a supply that they've been dropped without having to sell it and ruin the chart, is by opening an LP where people use to trade the coin.
Man, if we all just had as much intelligence as Zach, we would have sold everything already.
I actually know the guy who started that coin for him, and supposedly Zach ended up dumping essentially on this other thing. But
he moved it out of the LP, and people who don't understand the chain and stuff kind of interpreted that as him dumping when it really wasn't. So it kind of manifested
after he LP'd, I guess. Because this guy was
he moved it. He didn't dump it. He moved it, and people kind of interpreted that as him dumping, and then it dumped the coin, so it kind of manifested in a dump.
Got it. Well, can you describe?
Honestly, that was the real play for Trump too. The Meteora pools. A lot of people were making a killing just with providing LP.
Wait,
when there's a lot of volume, like right now, it's pretty cool. Yeah, go
Any
ahead.
view was on
Break that down
Moby.
a little bit? Because I'm not even like I'm familiar with LPing, but like I don't even know the process or anything, and I'm sure a lot of people listening don't really understand like what
So
that is. And
generally, essentially,
in
you're just
hindsight.
providing liquidity. You're like putting. It's like what a market maker does for these exchanges. They essentially like provide that you put up, you buy coins or whatever, and you put it up. So when people trade between the coins, right, between USDC and ETH, you're setting up kind of a pool. So when people trade between those, it uses your liquidity to like uses it in those trades. So essentially, you're collecting fees off of those for providing that liquidity. And if the coin goes up, you're left with a bunch of the other coin you provided. It's essentially just a way to collect fees. It's kind of complicated, um, but yeah, it's just essentially
I mean,
providing.
How do
but
you do
it's
it?
yeah. You can go to Meteora, whatever, Johnny, and then there's a section called DLMM for pools, and you can see the different TBLs that they provide and different kind of like yields depending on the pool that you are kind of like providing liquidity to.
Yeah,
And again, this not always happen, but like in tokens like Trump, which was pumping as the liquidity was getting bigger,
yeah.
it was really a good opportunity for the last 48 hours, but not always works. So you have to be careful. Like liquidity pools also can also.
Yeah, like
I mean, there's like
what's
what
the
they call
downside? What's the
impermanent
risk?
loss and shit
The
like that.
risk with
Yeah,
liquidity pools is that if you're trading a coin that's like really volatile and then the coin dies and you're left with a bunch of the coin, that's what happens.
yeah.
But if you're trading coins that you have very very little rug risk and are less volatile, let's say Giga, SPX, different shit like that, and you're trying to accumulate more of the coin over time anyway, it's
Hello?
never really a bad move. What's up, bro?
Oh, I'm
Um,
back.
That's
I
actually
made it.
interesting. So if you look at it the same way as like how you would invest in a coin, and you can LP everything that you're in that you believe in long term, I guess.
yeah, and this
And
guy was talking to me in my DMs where you can like LP between two coins you believe in, like an SPX and Giga pair. Whenever people are trying to trade between SPX and Giga, that way, if you're left with a fuck ton of SPX versus Giga, you don't care because you like both the coins. But I think that's something we can talk about a little bit more. What?
that's really interesting.
Yeah, let's definitely talk about that more, but a little bit later. But Toga Steve says Wormhole has a bridge so you can bridge the Solana. Yeah. Any views on Moby? We can look at Moby and Lo-Fi right now.
Yeah.
IMX gaming. Yeah, Papa. I do think I'm not trying to call another grown man Papa, but I'm just playing. Papa Chitetto. I do think IMX probably. Yeah, I do think there's a narrative for gaming coming. I think the whole what's it called cyber Kong drama kind of like killed a little bit of momentum because they got sued for some gaming shit. But again, I think that's going to go out the window here with the new administration. I think they're going to drop that, and I do think gaming is going to kind of have a wave. We'll be talking more about some of that stuff as it's brewing. If you are kind of trying to get exposure to the crypto gaming side, I would look at Superverse, which is Leo Trades coin. He's been obviously super tapped into the crypto gaming stuff in the beginning, and he's really building. It's an infrastructure play. He's really building a lot of partnerships with these different games that are slated to come out, and kind of trying to act as the one universal chain for all of gaming. The chain hasn't come out yet, but obviously the super coin is beautiful correction. I'm actually probably going to add to it here. A lot of the crypto gaming stuff just isn't out yet. There's really only a few infrastructure plays that are really legit. Super, Beam, Carrot, a few of the other ones we've been talking about. So IMX, I do think goes up. And then do you know about Roblox? Rollbit. Oh, Roblox pre-sale. I don't know. Pre-sale. I think that coin's already out, so I don't know why they'd have a pre-sale. Um,
Someone mentioned Moby. Moby's on my AI list. I think we mentioned a few of these last week. They've been
what coin isn't on your AI list, bro? You fucking
well. I just added another one today. I'm curious to talk to Forloco about too.
bro.
How
Just
many
catches
coins do you
everything.
add to your AI list every day?
I just
I have it
reset
too, by
it.
the way. Yeah.
Yeah, I just reset it recently because I was really watching too much and it was like making me way too emotional. But now probably like 12 new ones, not new ones, like 12 altogether.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
Moby, nice correction here that it came out of on the January 18th and it's coming out of now. We want to see it clear this all-time high. It's possible it comes back down one more time and kind of chops, but if it breaks all-time highs, I consider or I would uh, assume it continues higher. But it's rejecting here, so I would look for it to possibly chop between here and 70 cents, and then probably continue higher. Again, I think what's it called? Yoni showed me this earlier. I don't know if he broke it down to me. I don't really have any other thoughts on it other than the chart, but chart wise looks pretty decent. Yoni
Moby,
might be-
it's a
what is it?
Griffin for logo. It's a Griffin agent, right? It's something, or it's something. It's something
Uh,
pairing with Griffin. It's like a pair between. It's
yes.
on the asset dash for Griffin.
Yes. Yeah, it is. And that's where all the hype came from, really, you know. So, I mean, I started trading this token at the beginning and it went all the way to was 100 million. And then, you know, just like anything, they pumped, when they pumped Bully the same. It feels like all these tokens have like their phases. I
Yeah.
really hope so that this token actually does well long term.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just another agent, just, you know, powered by Asset Dash and Griffin. And so
And I
that's
think
really what it brought so much hype because Griffin is right now all-time highs, right? Around
exactly.
600
And
million.
as Griffin continues to grow, which seems like it's not really going anywhere, it'll probably continue behind it. Buzz was another one we were talking
So
about last
in a
time.
second here, after I want to answer a few more questions, and I want you guys to go over some of the AI plays that you're kind of most excited about on these corrections as well. I think a lot of
Okay,
people
cool.
are wondering that. But no, Venom says, "Bro, so rich, every coin is on his list." I just more meant so like literally every coin that's up like 10 or 15x. Yoni's like, yeah, I saw that at 1 million. That's what I mean. Bros just catches everything early. Respect
He
it.
just looked at it and then looks at some other meme coin. Takes like
Now,
5
bro
seconds.
buys it a lot of times, dude. He gets these crazy like 1 mil entries on some of these coins that go to like 30 mil. It's pretty wild.
Dude, you just gotta leave like a moon bag. Like take half off at 100%
I
and then
know
just
it's
leave it. Just don't even watch it.
He's been
it's really
doing pretty well. Like he has a knack for turning like 20K bags into like 100K bags. It's pretty fire. But
that's really just I love to find that sweet spot. I think we spoke about it last time. Like when these coins have corrected and have a team and are doxed and around like 10, 20 million market cap and are starting to make noise before they make that impulse move to like 100. Been able to catch a few of them, or like the 100 to 400, like where Zero Bro is at, Griffin, where some of these coins correct at like right around 100.
absolutely. North King says, I was helped by a friend with an element, and being able to use Ash at Dash is really helping me be a newbie, hence my Moby love. Shout, nice. That's great. Venom says, I want these guys' number. Interesting. But
You gotta buy me a drink first, bro.
yeah, you got a little more effort than that, bro. No. We're almost at 1,000 viewers though. With that, well, before we go over to some AI stuff, these fucking AI beasts here, I want them to go over some of the stuff they're looking at. But with really quickly, I want to do a quick reset of the room. I want these guys to talk a little bit about what they're doing. But real quickly, my name is Bren. We've been running these streams here with these 5 guys here for 6 months now. It's been amazing. When we first started, it was both in the depths of like that correction we had in the summer. Everything was dead essentially. And then NFTs, like, nothing was moving. And then now over the last 6 months, all of these things are just, turning into, just definitely developing. And this has been great doing these shows with these guys. So my name is Brent. I just got my Twitter back about a week ago. It's been amazing to be back. So definitely we will be doing those streams probably next week. I'm not even able to join spaces on my account right now, but follow everybody on the panel here. We got my boy Yoni, who's become one of my best friends. Like we've been talking about on this show, kind of finding a lot of these crazy AI plays and sharing with people. So it's been amazing on the show. This guy has a lot of crazy stuff lined up. I won't say too much on the content side, stuff that is going to be quite amazing. So definitely give him a follow and look out for stuff he's got going on. And before I pass it off to these guys, love doing the streams with these guys. For Loco, Rhodes, Danksy, all bring great things to the show. Their group Bridge 3 Labs, which I'll let them talk a little bit about, has great, amazing people in their great group. They have a Telegram and Discord. Definitely check out everything they're doing. But for Loco, I know you guys are doing a little bit stuff on the AI side. You want to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, Dexy, you wanna kind of like discuss it?
Yeah, I'll put it up. So at Bridge Labs, we're really a group of investors, entrepreneurs, building in crypto and AI now, looking to develop some AI agents for the future. Really on the cutting edge of AI and crypto tech, we really believe that the combination of autonomous wallets and AI agents will be the future, where you don't have to trade yourself. You have AI trading, you have AI agents analyzing, managing your finances, developing portfolio. We're looking to build that. So if you have any of those capabilities, please reach out on our Twitter or on our website, bridgelabs.io. But here at Bridgeley Labs, we've been doing this for close to 4 years now. Started off with some Bitcoin mining, decided to go into the education side, teach people how to trade, how to look at charts, how to do fundamental analysis, and then now looking at AI agents and trying to develop some AI tech. So really cutting edge stuff. Always loving people ready to join us, loving doing these streams, loving the educational content that Bren and Yon and all of us provide, and hopefully have a good 2025 in this next phase of the bull run.
For sure. All right, Johnny, you want to take it over so we talk some AI?
Yep. Sorry, I literally just made a beautiful latte. Okay, I'm dialed.
Let's go. Yeah, I don't know if we lost Brent, but
No, I
yeah,
just realized I was
what have you
talking to
been looking
myself.
at?
I realized I was talking to myself. Yeah, definitely. Venom, real quickly. Yeah, we're wrote name on the coin. Yeah, we'll go over that. Let's just go ahead and transition to the AI stuff. I gave my take a little bit of what I think on the AI stuff, but I want to hear from these guys who are really deep into the AI stuff. So for Loco, what are some first? You can start it off. What are one your thoughts on the whole AI market now, and then two, kind of some good entries and plays you're looking at right now during this correction.
Yeah, no. So look, I've been really diving dig into this space for, I think it's been a month and a half, really. I mean, obviously, I held Goat and Farcoin since I believe late November. So those have been my best performer tokens, which are technically the first iteration of AI agents. It's kind of like the memes. So, but lately I've actually been seeing, like, obviously there's so many things coming out. And likely some of them or most of this will actually not be the cycle winners. So it's very difficult for me to kind of like justify all this time that I'm putting to spread my liquidity so thin. So really my most kind of like largest positions in AI have been Farcoin and AIXBT, and then followed by some beta plays within the same space of those, right? So I have Trisig, which is similar to AIXBT but on Solana, and has capabilities for trading, capabilities for analysis, and a bunch of cool things. And then on the infra side of things, obviously you have AI16C, but you also have Griffin, you have Arc, you have Alk, you have Virtuals. There's so many that I'm kind of like hesitant to really put my bets on there. But I'm always looking for what I call, I mean, if you call the barbell strategy for AI agents or AI, I'm placing my bets in what the market I believe is giving the most or placing the most mindshare, which is Farcoin and AIXBT, and I believe those will go to the multiple billions. And then from there, I'm doing kind of like daily research into things like Mobi, and again, I said Trisig. There's also other ones like Ava. There's a bunch of things I'm looking at. Even Pippin, I think, is right now on a dip. And my boy Johnny, I think he got a great entry on I think, was it on LTM yesterday? Can't remember what it was.
LMT.
LMT, right? That was a great play, and there's a lot of that one is one that is not really on the cookie.fun kind of like Mindser, first page or second page, but it's been backed by some powerful individuals, and I think that's gonna also go to multiple billions. I really like
also
LMT.
a really impressive. Like they put out really impressive content. The stuff's not out yet. The software's not out yet, but supposedly it's the talking feature, right? The talking feature to the AI agent.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
so you'd be able to just
I really like
that.
And I really hope it is an advance. It's not just like ChatGPT, but it looks promising. The other thing is, you can bet on two things on AI. You can bet on actual builders or on speculation on potential tech that is new, right? Like for instance, when AIXBT came out, it was the first one of its category, but then a bunch of them came out afterwards, and so it gets less and less interesting unless it's built by someone like, for instance, like Daniel Siesta, I think is his name. Yeah, Siesta, who actually launched in the previous cycle, launched a token that went to the multi-billions, and now he's building Hey Anon. So that's something that I place my bets in two things.
Before you move on from Siesta, sorry to interrupt. I think it's relevant, and probably a lot of people are wondering, what is your take on that? Because I don't know the full story behind Time Wonderland. Kind of looked at as kind of a Ponzi collapse. Really Ponzi-fied thing that kind of collapsed. A lot of speculation behind if Sesta kind of, his whole thing behind that. Do you kind of see that as, I just want your take on, or how much about what happened with Time Wonderland, and kind of your takes on him coming into AI and kind of creating kind of more of a Ponzi thing again.
Yeah. Not much. I mean, I do think. Look, just like Murad, I think he also had a hedge fund that kind of like went down last cycle, right? Like, there's a lot of
Yeah,
things
but
that
there's a
you can
difference
kind of
between
like.
a hedge fund and I'm not trying to defend Murad, but a hedge fund and like a clear like Ponzi-nomic like type like thing. I think it's a little bit different. I don't know. Time
Yeah,
Wonderland. I don't. I need to like refresh on it, but I remember maybe somebody can tell us on the chat. It was a similar thing in like the DeFi space where it was like getting yield and it was Ponzified, where like you would get paid in another token for launching all this other stuff, and then I don't know remember
yeah.
what happened, but it kind of collapsed. But um,
I
what are
mean,
they
what he's
doing?
really trying to do is it's bringing the DeFi, right? Because his previous, I mean, he's been building in DeFi, decentralized finance, for many years, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah,
so
yeah, yeah.
his previous token project, obviously, yeah, he had some Ponzinomic. To be honest, most of tokens, most projects in crypto have some Ponzinomic, kind of like, especially DeFi, right? I mean, if you guys remember staking some of your assets and getting like 30 or 40% a month, I mean, that was
Yeah,
completely,
Definitely,
unsustainable
definitely.
that was
back
the,
in
that was the
20 in
best.
2021. It was definitely the best for a while. But then Luna happened, and then we all got kind
Yeah,
of like screwed. But so what he's trying to do is bring AI into his DeFi experience. That's why he call it DeFi, right, or AI-fi. And so that's what Hey Anon is about.
Yeah.
So do I think he's going to have a killer product? Not sure yet, but I do think that if you kind of like bring in his experience and his team experience on the combination of AI and DeFi, I think he can definitely be one of the top, one of the top kind of like players with Griffin, and I think his name is Tony Placencia. Yeah, those guys
Yeah,
are.
dude,
I really
Danielle
think those
definitely
guys
was
will
like
be
a
cooking.
Danielle was like a great, definitely a great operator in the sense he really like gets his ideas out there, and I think a lot of the reason why it ran is kind of there was like a cult behind that as well. So definitely interesting dynamic behind that Time Wonderland thing. And yeah, who knows what ends up happening long term with it, but I could definitely see Danielle with his track record really bringing a lot of attention on this new one. So interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but we
go ahead.
can look at some tokens. I don't know if you guys want to look at sub 100 million market caps
Yeah.
or
Pull up
whatever, because
whatever,
obviously,
or I mean, tell me whatever. I'll pull it up.
So on
yeah.
the
Let's
AI
see.
side, which ones do you want to pull up? Like cult memes or
You guys
still
can
AI?
just tag team whichever. Just like somebody pull it up, and then we'll go between both of you.
Well, you could pull up
Let's
Buzz
look
if
at
you want.
Ava.
Okay,
Oh
cool. You
yeah,
could
we
pull
can do that. Buzz too.
either's
Also,
cool.
if you have any
Yeah.
tokens you want the chat, put some tokens up and we can pull up too as well.
Yeah, everybody right in the chat. We'll get to that, but I want to hear from Yoni and for Loka kind of what they've been looking at and buying if they are lately. Like kind of on this correction, if anything, AI wise.
Um,
Ava, is this what you were talking about?
for
For
Luca.
Loka?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, Ava. Yeah, it's like a launchpad agent launchpad. Actually, I've been testing it out because if you have a fairly well-known community, I mean, obviously, it already has run a lot, but I do think that it's going to be the leader in this category. And the product, I don't know if you guys tried the Ava. You can create your own agent, but it's pretty cool too because you can kind of like tie it up to your own community and create your own agent and deploy it with your community on Discord or Telegram.
That's
So
cool.
I think it's one of the coolest ones I've seen, and not sure exactly right now. You can tell me what you think of the chart, but
Yeah,
I
it
do
looks
think this thing
corrective.
is
I
going to
really
be
like how
trying.
it barely consolidated. Like we'll talk about Zero Bro too and why I think it's going to come back. But chart wise, there was a lot of signs why it might have gone down. And kind of the opposite of this is it had no consolidation up top, multiple bounces. This looks corrective to me. Again, you guys are kind of the guys who are more tapped in on like the fundamental side of these things. If I knew more about it, and I was really like bought in on fundamentals of a coin, and then I saw this chart, I would be very excited about it and like see the very corrective and very likely moves up from here. So very corrective, respecting this channel, may come down one more time, but very, very, very high chances at least goes back to the all-time high, and hopefully has legs. So that's cool. Looks good.
The other one I'm looking at is FXN, which is around the concept of super swarms. I don't know if you guys
Yeah,
have you been following this one, FXN, Johnny?
yeah. I don't have a position, but people keep talking
Yeah,
about it.
So this one has a
yeah.
bit
So
more.
now, yeah.
Sorry, I want to
Go ahead.
hear. No, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, yeah, let's look at the chart because obviously most of these things are traded on charts. But I do like the concept of super swarm and how they're kind of like interacting with agents. Because at the end of the day, what's gonna happen, guys? I mean, and you guys probably see it too. Is humans are not going to be trading or doing transactions, right? Because we tend to make mistakes in our wallets or just be too emotional. So the concept of super swarms is that you can kind of like let agents interact with each other and transact and do business with each other. And so This is one of the ones that kind of like came out and never really truly got as much love. So yeah, I've been tracking this one. So you
Yeah,
guys
no,
tell
it
me what
looks
you think.
nice. I like how this is super corrective too. You can kind of argue that this is a bit more consolidation, but I do like again how it's chopped down here. Very, very likely again retest the all-time high, and if it has legs, should go higher. So I like this chart as well. I like this. This is good opportunities for somebody. Maybe we'll go over some more of the stuff that I like after this, but more if you're more of an AI person, you're looking for from some stuff that still has some momentum fundamentally and everything, but is also in some good corrections. Maybe potentially look at these FXN. What was the other one we just looked at? Ava looked pretty nice.
Yeah.
Maybe a few
And
more.
then the last one I've been looking at is Trisec, which, to be honest, is one of those that, it kind of like, the market picks its winners, right? So I have a big position on AXBT. I think I already said it. So, I'm back biased. I think AXBT is going to do, better because it's just not just like an AI agent. It's literally the number one influencer on crypto Twitter,
Yeah,
right?
it's the
So if you
attention.
think about AI agent, right. So if you think that that's just going to pump based on the speculation and on the attention, I'm thinking that once the market actually places some value on this analytics, and obviously these things are going to keep improving, right? It's not just like, yeah, it has some bugs and hallucinations or whatever you want to call them, but this team actually is out of Israel and they've been building in AI for many years. The team in Trisec, and so the token obviously went super hot, 100 million, almost 100 million, and then now it's down like 60 or 70%. So it's one of those that if you really believe what they're doing and you're excited about AI agents, I think this one should do very well. And it's right now at around 20 million market cap, which is, to me, it's a pretty good entry. But you guys tell me.
Absolutely. I agree. Yeah, no, I think the value in these AI agents is like if people are aware of this fact that they're not 100% perfect, I think the value in is like these things that I never heard about. I see Trisec and AI XBT like bring up these things that I really like, whoa, I didn't realize that was happening type of thing. More like breaking news almost. In a more interesting way of like really like getting on chain data. And I remember in your chat for Loco where I was asking like, are these things really looking at the chain? Itself
Mm-hmm.
when analyzing, which I don't know if you guys know. Are they like looking at Twitter for that information? If they're looking at the chain, that's pretty fascinating.
It is chain, man. I mean, if you guys look at Trisec, just because I know this
Yeah,
from experience, not because I'm like recommending to buy it or anything. If you look at their Twitter, I mean, they've saved many people from rocks because they look on chain at different projects and they analyze them. I say if you kind of like type in like $ Trisec and you kind of scroll down, you will see a couple of people were advised to not buy certain tokens that look very scammy or like look like rocks and
yeah,
turned out to be rocks. So they were like, "Oh shit, Trisec, thanks for letting me know that this token looks suspicious." So they're actually helping you not just to kind of like bull post everything, but also be cautious with what you buy, which
Right.
I like that.
I feel like
Yeah.
the only thing that's a little bit like, I don't want to say problematic, but it's kind of like what Brent says. There's a lot that do that now, right? Like there's Quant, there's GemXBT, there's a few others that are bringing like analysis as well. But I think that Trisec might be better because it also does it do a track of Twitter or a KOLs as well or something like that? Like
yeah.
I
what
think it
All
does both.
what separates it?
Yeah,
What separates it from the other data analysis, like AI, AI agent
yeah,
and
the APIs and I mean, there's a concept for this. I'm not a developer, but they have access to the APIs and the repository for X data, but also for like developer data, but also for chain, right? Like they have multiple interactions on chain, and so they look at both, right? They look at sentiment and they look at actual tokenomics, which is the part that is cool. And Traffic particularly, just because I know that saving around 2% of the actual kind of like profits for the holders, like, and so there's going to be some sort of like incentives for those that hold triceps as well. It's not just like, hey, I speculate on the token,
I
but there's going
actually
to be some
really like
I mean,
I actually really
yeah.
like Traffic. It's been on my list for a little bit. I
absolutely.
guess I'll
I
just
want to
give
hear a
this.
please. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah,
Complete your thought,
I was
Yoni.
gonna
My
say
bad.
I'll just give everyone what's on like what I actually
Yeah.
have a position
Before you
in.
do that, get those plays ready. I want to look at the chat real quick because we've been neglecting a little bit. North King says, feel free to come back to this later. But yeah, we'll look at DPEN. Saki says, yeah, 2025 will be the cult year. I agree. AIXBT, yes, we'll look at AIXBT and Zero Bro. Can you talk about Peanut? Yeah, I'll go over that in a second. Can you guys come? Venom says, can you guys come live daily? Really, really, really informative, homies. Yeah, no, I appreciate you, Venom. I'm definitely going to do more streams, both in the VC on Bossman calls, but on my Twitter as well. You'll see Yoni, these other guys too, if they want to pull up. more on top of these streams as well. So look out for that. Borna the Young says Alk. We'll look at Alk. Venom says all these coins are on my chart. When I'll have a nice capital, I'll jump on these things for sure, man. Love you. Yeah, appreciate you. USA coin. That's another one we want to go over. But first, Yoni, what are some stuff you're looking at?
Well, I'll just
Or
tell people
whatever thoughts. Yeah, you
what
were.
I have. I'll just tell people what positions I have, and they could just decide what they want to do with that. It's probably the quickest way to just give them what they want. So
Yeah.
I have my biggest AI bag is ARC right now, probably just because of where I got in, but it just seems to be a leader still. Buzz is right behind it. Oh, actually, AIXBT is right behind it, and then Buzz, followed by like Moby, LMT, ALK, Schizo, and I just opened a position in UBC today.
Beautiful,
You guys,
beautiful.
you guys can all look into those and decide why, but that's just straight up what I have, what I've bought, and we'll see how they do.
Yeah, no, I want to dive into a few of those. AIXBT, my second, it's probably my biggest position now with how much Zero Bro shot the bed. But the freaking this is a beautiful correction here. Lack of consolidation, super choppy. I think AIXBT for sure will head higher pretty soon here. Consolidation for multiple days as well. So if you're still in this, I would be holding it. Again, I think the whole information on Twitter is super informative and definitely keeps people confident in the coin. But I think, like for Loco said perfectly, it's just about the attention on AIXBT. The reason why it's going up, and the reason why Zero Bro as well is done so well. It's not a coincidence that the two top AI coins are the ones with the most attentions on crypto Twitter, and just in general. It's all mind share and attention game at the end of the day, especially when this tech here is not. It's just super new, right? There's no like world changing tech that builds a moat on any of these coins yet, right? I might be wrong. So it's kind of really an attention game for now. And a lot of that attention is based off of speculation on tech. But either way, super like a nice correction here. We just looked at ARC. What was another one? Buzz.
Yeah, Buzz is also AI-Fi. It's similar than Hey Anon and
What's
FXN.
Danielle's project called?
Hey Anon or
Hey
Anon.
Anon?
Yeah, hey,
Yeah, Hey Anon. Like, yeah, Hey Anon. Oh, Hey Anon. Yeah,
Oh, hi
whatever.
Anon.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Hi Anon.
Hi, hey. Yeah.
Hi, hey.
No, it's hey, but like hi, hey,
Oh, okay,
whatever.
gotcha.
It's hey,
Hey Anon.
hey, Anon. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Whatever.
All right. Okay, yeah. Somebody.
Which, by the way, was actually launched on Sonic Chain, but then they kind of like offered the integration in Solana, which I think was a great idea for volume for this token. I don't know if that's the one. I don't think that's the one. Is it?
Anon. It kind of.
This token is freezable. Interesting.
I think
don't know
there.
if that's
Yeah, I
the
don't know,
one.
but it looks like probably is it because this went from 20x while the whole
Sometimes the
market.
screen really kind of like bugs around. It's the same with like at the AI 16C. It's just that there's just have these weird kind of like errors.
Yeah.
I hope
But
it's
yeah, I
not
think
freezable.
it's a non-coin, and a lot of Danielle's coin. It has like a flywheel where people pretty much lock up their coins, so it kind of creates like almost no sell pressure on these coins. That's why they pump so much. Kind of similar to how I don't know if you guys know about Hex with Richard Hart. That whole kind of cult too. Like a lot of that, the reason that thing went up so high is because people are staking it, and it kind of creates like this Ponzi-nomic type thing. I think that's what it's with Anon, and why you have this amazing price action that's kind of up only. But interesting. I
Yeah.
think maybe what was another one you said? Yoni, AXBT, Buzz, Arc. I don't know if I missed any other one, but for me, guys, I think I'm really still going heavily in my kind of my thesis with the Colt coins, like those ones that are under $1 billion. I did add a bit to Zero Bro after it came down, just because it came down so much. Not a great chart setup. Only for this fact that it consolidated for so long. I'm not surprised it did this impulse, but at the same time, I think it's an attention game, like we said. And to bet that Jeffy, the dev, is just going to stop producing anything of quality and just kind of just stop shipping stuff, I don't think is a very good bet. It's kind of like with Yuga Labs. This is kind of off the side. Like, maybe they're having issues, but like the fact that they were able to ship and do cool things in the past, I would just really never count good people out like that. Like good people in the sense that they've shown that they can build hype and all that stuff. Same reason with Zero Bro. I think what's going to end up happening is this was kind of an overreaction of the Binance thing, the whole market getting hit, the music getting taken off Spotify. I think very likely is going to give us one of the very rare V-shaped recoveries where it kind of barely chops and then it could just rip up from here. So I bought a bit of Zero Bro. I think it's probably going to go back to all-time highs. Not a great sign. I think it's not a great setup. I think it's just kind of evident what Yoni said earlier, that these AI coins are kind of for a lot of people are the first thing people are dumping. And for that reason, I'm kind of treating them separately from these other coins. I kind of have more money in these more diamond-handed coins. But yeah, AI XBT looks really good. Like we just went over a second. Zero Bro, kind of the two I'm focusing on, and then Schizo. My buddy Khan in one of my chats really, shielded me on this the last few weeks. It makes sense. They kind of hit every one of the narratives, like for Loco was talking about with the swarms, agent, infrastructure, and then there's one other
DeFi.
category.
AIFi.
Yeah, maybe that too. So yeah, and then looks super corrective.
Super choppy. Yeah.
Choppy. That tells us, again, maybe you guys are new for the show. We talk about this a lot. The correctiveness just tells us that even though the whole it's correcting, that there's still some pretty strong buy pressure. And at some point, the buy pressure is going to take over and result usually in a strong move up. So, yeah, I do think it has a nice little base here. Could very well just rip here in the next few days. I like Schizo.
Yeah, I think I've mentioned you guys over the last, I guess, few months, I've been focused on base, not because there's more happening. I think there's more happening on Solana, but I do go to sleep much better when I have my bags on base than on Solana.
Yeah.
I don't know you guys feel the same
Yeah,
way, because really with every single pump on Solana, there's someone that clips it, right? Like someone's taking profits, right? Because it's so cheap and there's so many tokens that it's difficult to have conviction. Whereas if I buy XBT, it dips 10-20%, but then the next day is up because people really hesitate in selling. So I want to play with that as well. I want to play with narrative and with technology and everything kind of at the forefront. But also I want to play with tokenomics and how people buy and sell these tokens, because charts really mean almost everything, right, in this sector. So when you look at the chart at AXBT and even other ones like Frasa, I think it is FAA, these tokens, dude, they're mostly just pumping. And so as long as the narrative is strong, I definitely feel more comfortable for some reason, just personally, on base AI tokens versus Solana, just because Solana is I don't want to call it the JIT blockchain, but it's difficult to have conviction.
For sure. There's a lot more volatility. And for people like us who don't really trade super small cap coins, it doesn't matter. But I think the trade-off on base is obviously you're not going to find those crazy 100x runners in a day. But the good trade-off is, again, like you said, there's not going to be as much jittery. Yeah, exactly.
Steady up and down. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I really like how. Oh, and then Trisig. I didn't say it earlier, but I really like even though it's a deep correction, I really like the Trisig correction due to same kind of reason as Agent X, lack of consolidation, just super obvious bounces. So I really like that. I bought some Trisig a few weeks ago when Loco really started, going heavy on it or talking about it. I do think I'm going to add here again, super, 70% correction, but all of these usually have these big 50 to 70% corrections at some point. So.
Ooh, yeah, it's one of those tokens, man, that I really like because, go ahead. Sorry.
I was wondering what you knew about swarms, because it seemed like that chart also was pulling back.
Yeah, swarms. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Yoni.
Sorry.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, for Loco.
Yeah, so swarms, I mean, this token I actually saw very early on, and I just like Griffin, I thought they were a scam, and then there were some thought about the actual developer being not a grifter, but having had some weird projects in the past and some kind of bad reputation. But this thing was definitely coordinated. Look at how it pumped with barely any corrections, and now it's correcting, right? But I think my thoughts. I do like the swarm technology. I'm not sure this project is actually that legit. But again, I haven't really done my full research. I don't want to pat anyone's backs. But they were definitely the first ones to the swarm kind of narrative.
Yeah, just to touch on that a little bit. I did hop on the stream with that guy one time, and he's definitely charismatic, and I could see why people rally around him. I did see this guy Breaks, who's pretty tapped into this type of stuff in one of our chats. He was talking about how I think there is some legitimacy to the guy's kind of done some stuff in the past and in AI outside of crypto that's you could qualify as grifting or whatever. But with that being said, I do think it's an attention game, like you said, and this guy is pretty charismatic. They say he looks like fucking SBF. He has kind of a fro like that. And I don't know.
Yeah.
I could see why there's a lot of attention around it, and the guy is smart. You can tell he is definitely a developer. But is he, whatever? Is it kind of hype kind of died down recently on it, or is it still kind of?
No, I think it's just like that. I don't know if it was Luke Makes Magic, whatever. Luke saw that guy, saw Makes Magic from like A16C, or another guy. I think it was part of the Accelerate DAO, or whatever. That we're talking kind of like trust about the Swarms developer. And again, I don't really know much. I just heard some buzz in the timeline, and since then I decided to kind of like focus my attention somewhere else. But if I can give some alpha to you guys. I mean, I really like these three projects. I mean, Trisec, we already went through it. I think they need more attention and more marketing. The other two I really like, and I think they're gonna start to come up, very soon after this correction happens. Is Bully and Cerebro, or Zerebro. Those two are some of the first ones that came out. They're both building in infrastructure. They're building in agents, agentic. They're building in pretty much all across the AI suite, kind of like platform suite. And right now they're just getting a lot of hate, but they look both of them close to a bottom. I don't know if you guys have thought about it, but entry wise, I like these two for sure.
Yeah, I could see it. I like Zerebro a lot more personally, just in general. But I do think I do have some bully that I've been holding from probably back around here. And yeah, I could see it. Obviously, a lot of mind share, like you said, some bigger names like the guy him still talking about it. All that consolidation right here. I would imagine it probably does go back to all time highs as well as Zerebro. Definitely a better setup than Zerebro has. I'll give it that. So yeah, I would agree with that chart wise. Somebody says the chat looks like a hall of mirrors. I apologize when I pull up the chat. I for some reason, my Twitter's back, but it doesn't allow me to view broadcasts or Twitter spaces. So I can't look at the chat, and I do want to make sure to make the stream interactive. So Yoni, whoever else, if someone was asking questions, please let me know or has any requests.
Yeah, I got you.
Someone said Agent S.
Yeah, people are asking about Agent S, which I like a lot too. It's one of the only that and
Name
Lo-Fi
out a
are the
few
only-
tickers that people are posting. Agent S,
So
I
do
really do like
Graphane
the
yet?
Graphane. Look at that. And then I do want to go over a few of my stuff that I'm looking at with memes. And then for the last 15 or the last 20, 25 minutes, I want to go over some NFT stuff because I do think what we're going to end up seeing here, not just with meme coins, but whatever with the going on with Trump and how today they just set up a crypto task force. I think it's going to allow people in the NFT realm where it was kind of illegal to offer quote unquote utility in certain ways, are going to be able to do some pretty exciting stuff in the NFT realm as well. But we'll talk about that. Correction wise, beautiful, nice correction. A lot of these AI coins, I don't think it's a coincidence, look very nice, and very nice corrections. Pretty much the coins that are, again, quality coins that have a lot of mind share. It's not a coincidence they're in nice corrective chart patterns right now. Agent S, Zero Bros, not that great, but Agent S, the AI XBT, the Swarms, all of those look very similar in the fact that lack of consolidation, multiple bounces, they look very corrective, and I would expect this to move higher too. I'm still holding a good amount of my bag from a bit lower. Name out a few more of these, and then I want to any AI stuff.
Someone just mentioned Basket.
Basket.
And yeah, I'm not sure if it's
Alp,
Basket.
USA coin.
Also
Yeah.
Alp. Yeah.
Basked.
I think it's a cool concept. I just don't know if it's going to go. It's essentially creating an index with like 3 coins or whatever, so you can invest in all 3 of them or in like how they perform.
Yeah, that the dev is in the one chat that we're into. The Basked. His name's
Yeah,
yeah. I think looks corrective. I mean, it's a bigger, more drawn out correction. It's not as tight, but I'd imagine again any of these AI coins that are building anything that still have some mind share, I think are likely gonna head back up. So I do like the lack of consolidation. It's not as a tight and like optimal or as good of a corrective chart pattern because it's more drawn out. But with that being said, I do think it probably does make at least a move higher. 80-90% correction, but I think it probably does move up. Great info. Fairy Loco. He called you Fairy. That's interesting spelling. Don't disrespect my boy. It's
MLG.
FURLOKO. No, I appreciate
Hey,
it.
I'm open to new nicknames.
Yeah, he just called you Fairy Loco, though. I don't know if you want that nickname.
No, I don't think so.
No, but Lock Smart. No, he just spelled that name. He just spelled it wrong. I'm not gonna do my boy Venom like that. Lockmark
love.
start MLG review. Yeah, let's look at MLG real quick, and then I'm gonna go over a few of my. It is really not much has changed if you've been on these streams, but let's see, what's it called? What was I just looking at? ALK. Let's look at ALK. Yeah, so ALK, again, more consolidation, but still looks super corrective. ALK's still around building. I still hear, good amount mind share. I think these top 10 to 20 mind share AI coins are just no brainers for at least reaching back to all time highs. So yeah, looks super corrective, multiple bounces, lack of consolidation. I expect this either from here or soon to rip higher. F the name, man. I respect that guy. Love that. But yeah, we got 1.3K viewers in here. Love to see it, guys. Again, if you could please retweet, comment on the stream so we can get this stream out to more people as this bull run hits. Really appreciate it, for real. Love to do these streams. So S, we already looked at. Bast, already looked at that. I think pretty much hit everything. If you guys do have any more, put them in there. But kind of my thesis again, guys, I love the AI stuff. Definitely think it's gonna, as far as the new coins go, most of the action's gonna be in AI stuff. But my thesis again, more so where I put most of my money is in the cult meme thesis. Again, it's just something that I think has been more tested over time, and the fact that XRP, Doge, ADA, these cult-like dynamics where people are in on a bigger idea, diamond-handed, whether it be a price goal or just a movement behind it, a cult, whatever the hell you want to call it. Those are the ones that not only hold strong, as we've seen the last few days, but that can sustain 10, 20, 30, 50 billion market caps. A lot of these newer coins, not to single out AI, but just new coins in general, if they haven't had that price distribution, these 80, 90% crashes that a lot of these cult coins have, it's very unlikely that once it goes to 10 or 20 billion, that people are not going to dump like crazy, because again, there's not as much of a movement or a bigger goal behind it. Again, that's not all of them. I think Fartcoin, Goat, some of these other ones kind of do have a cult behind them. But with that being said, yeah, I do think, again, you just can't go wrong with Giga, SPX, MOG, ticker Bitcoin, all that. Have all these dynamics, but all you need to see is like literally the last few days. Hasn't even budged. Giga's up while the rest of the market is just getting destroyed. Again, it comes down to these people in Giga Chad. They're not happy with a billion. They're trying to go to 10, 20, 30 billion. It's more of a movement. These people like base their personality behind it. It's like a bigger thing versus, okay, this is my next AI play to hopefully get a 2 or 3, 5X. And there's nothing wrong with that, but I'm just telling you that's how I kind of view these things and why I have maybe 10X the money or more in these in these more cult memes versus the other stuff. But everybody has a different style, a different goals and all that. But for me, guys, I think still any of these coins under a billion, especially now that we saw Trump and fucking Melania rip above 20, 30 billion, it just goes to show it really doesn't take that much money to take these coins to the 50, 20, 30, 100 billion. Those two coins, we took two coins from zero to fucking 180 billion, 60 billion, whatever the hell it was, FDV, just straight off crypto Twitter the last few days. My whole point in that is that if we really do get a huge hype cycle here, we could not only see, multiple coins above 10, but like 20, 30, 50, 100 billion. And the coins that have the best shot at getting there, other than the outliers like a fucking president coin, is these Gigas, Mogs, SPX, whatever, who have those supply distributions, cult dynamics, etc. So I don't want to spend too much time on here, but it's because it's obvious. But Giga, for example, I do think really it's going to go to 10 billion. That's like my bear case. That sounds crazy, but like 5 to 10 billion is very conservative for me. But I think again, it has a good shot at going 20, probably 15 to 20 is probably my like base case. And I really do think it has a chance of going to 30 to 50. Like these Trumps and Melanias, obviously not as quick, but because of the potential with the movement and how it could appeal to so many people. So yeah, Giga, SPX, another one. SPX has been ripping the last few days. They literally look the same. Not a coincidence. Again, because of the diamond-handed dynamics. I think SPX can continue to rip here. And my take on all these is that SPX, Giga, all these that surpass a billion because of how strong and all those dynamics, they're not only going to go to they're not going to creep and go to 1, maybe 2. I think they're going to rip to 3 to 5 pretty quickly, similar to how WIF did on its first run. So, yeah, Giga SPX. I think maybe if you're looking for like, if you only could buy one or two of these, you're looking for like the best entry that might be the best bang for your buck. That's the hold on. Then I would maybe look at Bitcoin or FWOG, only because
Yeah,
Bitcoin.
FOG. I wanted to talk about FOG. Man,
Yeah,
I've been trying to look for an entry, but it just keeps getting sold out. So like, I hope it really, bounces back because I really like it. I think the community is great, and it's definitely due for another leg up. But
yeah,
the question is
absolutely.
when, right? Because there's just so many people are attention is somewhere else right now. But I do think that the artists, the community, definitely one of my top radar from the actual memes of this cycle to buy into for sure.
Absolutely, yeah. I think FWOG's a no-brainer here. I'm now been a little bit more of the inside, like talking to more people who have been in it for a while with Guru and the artists. Like I really think they have their head on straight, and the IP themselves itself could really take it, even higher than like the 3 to 5 billion ceiling that I have. I think it could even go even higher if they do it right. I do want to get to the FWOG chart, but ticker Bitcoin might be the most bang for your buck due to it's still at being at under 200 mil. I think this is going to rip to a billion quickly. And again, my base case is 5 to 10 billion for ticker Bitcoin in an all out hype cycle, which again would be like a 25 to 40x. And I know that sounds insane, but you just saw Trump and Melania there. That was just straight off crypto Twitter. Anybody who was around in 2021 realized that when Elon Musk was talking about Doge, how many people were trading crypto in general. I do think, that money that was in those old AI or those old tech coins a few years ago is again just going to go straight into memes and take a bunch of these coins to these high market caps. So ticker Bitcoin looks great. FWOG to me, again, no brainer. This is something you want to be accumulating. I don't know what happened to all my charts and why they got erased on here, but lack of consolidation again up here. Great content still coming out. And then, everything combination. I think probably from here, because of this consolidation, is going to rip back to all-time highs, which is 800 mil. And kind of my base case is 2 to 3 billion, at least for FWOG. But, they get a Coinbase listing or a Binance, that quickly changes and it could go a lot higher in my eyes. Yoni, what do you think? You bought some FWOG before
FOG,
this.
yeah. I mean, I'm waiting for it to bounce. I figured it would have already, but I'm kind of all in. I got a Pond NFT. I've added to my bag. I'm just waiting for it to bounce, really.
Yeah,
That
Jinxie.
wick to 100 million was like, it can be generational buy. A wick to
Yeah.
100 million just a few days ago, and I was like, fuck, I missed that one. But I think even right now at 200 million is still good. So
Absolutely.
Yeah,
So
I mean,
yeah,
don't care.
everybody has different strategies, but right now, if you're new to the game, how do I get to FWOG? Personally, when you have this much conviction and you realize that it's already in a 60-70% correction, I personally just average it on the way down. Again, only the highest conviction stuff. I personally don't wait for stuff to shift, because usually, again, you could see a shift in 2 hours. It gets a Binance listing and it's all the way the fuck up here, and you completely miss out. So my thing to you is, again, don't go all in and fucking put your rent money on FWOG right now. But if you're averaging in, I wouldn't wait for a big shift, because again, that big shift, if it comes with an exchange listing, you're not getting an entry. So I would average in slowly. Be smart. Don't go all in. So if it goes down another 20%, you're ripping your hair out. But yeah, I think that's kind of my strategy for these kind of things. You want to average in on the way down. And I mean, I would almost guarantee it's already down 70%. There's not much more it's going to go down from here, if any. So yeah, that's kind of my strategy on that. I want to look at the chat real quick. Oh, someone said, fuck.
You want to pull up Pengu? That's
Yeah,
another
look
one.
up Pengu. This thing's annoying. It went into another stream. Do we think Trump bounces back from here? Absolutely. I'll look at Trump again. Check Pengu. Yes. This live stream is so fun. I didn't realize it's been 1.5 hours. That's great, Venom. I appreciate you, man. ETH is dead. Sol so obvious. Yeah, I mean, Sol has obviously gone up, but just that consensus alone, when people are saying, "Oh, this is dead," that's obvious. That doesn't mean it's going to bottom out tomorrow and that Sol's going to go down. But when that becomes the consensus, you really oftentimes we start to see a reversal on that. As you can see with the AI narratives, it was, AI is going to change the world. AGI is being built on Sol, and then the next day it was like everything's down 60%. You gotta, when everybody's on the same side of the trade, usually that it reverses quickly. Popcat and Goat, yes, we'll look at that. Goat, to me, oh yeah, what'd you say, Pengu, right? And then we do need to get to those NFTs here, so we're gonna go 5 more minutes.
Pengu, Popcat, and Goat. Yeah.
Yeah, Pengu is one I've been looking at, but it just moves too slow for me. I mean, again, I might be looking for a short-term trade here because I mean, look at the chart, right? It looks so due for a bounce, but it
Yeah,
definitely moves. You know, it's always like in that range of 22 to 25. I mean, it's just kind of like tough. You know,
yeah.
I don't know what you guys
I
think.
think what's happening here is like we get these airdrops every time almost exactly what happens here is it'll go up for a few weeks and then eventually there's always some kind of washout because people got dropped hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars sometimes of free money on their head to where if these things don't go up, almost always people dump eventually, which causes this huge cascade. But if it is a just like meme coins or anything else, if it is legit and there is stuff behind it, that's when the generational entries come. This has happened in Uniswap, so many of these different airdrops. For me, I'm actually very excited about this, and I kind of, took my eye off of this. But I made a post about a few weeks ago that if Pengu were to come under 2 billion, I would definitely start to average in because again, it all comes down to one of two things in crypto. It's an attention game, and again, it's all about the developers. It doesn't matter if you're holding an NFT. Meme coins are a little bit different, but anything, a long term trajectory of anything is all about the people behind steering the ship and their ability to create partnerships and integrations and get people to talk about their shit. That's all this is about at the end of the day when there's no true tech yet for people to invest on. And for that reason, Pengu, I don't care if it's coming down here, it's going to bottom out here because of Luca Nets is just a fucking like the MVP crypto operator of the past few years. And for that reason, he just has so much motion in the industry that they're going to create some type of partnerships again to make Pengu relevant again with the NFT market going up as well. I know this is rough here, but again, this is what happens with these big airdrop after they come out. Usually you get a 80-90% crash sometimes. So with that being said,
The other thing I would say about it is when you look at the on-chain volume, Pengu is always at the top with one of the top most traded Solana meme coins. It's incredible. I mean, when you look at Dex Trainer, I have my list here, but Griffin that has been going up only has less daily volume than Pengu. Even like UFD Unicorn Farm does, which I'm sure someone is interested here to look at it because it's kind of like a beta play for Farcoin. But yeah, Pengu is still higher than those two. I mean, Farcoin, no. Farcoin is 123 million, which is impressive because I did miss a lot of like, kind of like TradFi people invested in it. And it's just like a completely left curve play. But just talking about Pengu, even though the chart is kind of like, downtrending, the volume that this thing has been doing since launch is always top 10, which means the attention is there. So one thing to pay attention for sure.
absolutely. Sorry, let me pull this one up. So yeah. So again, for me, Pengu, I think it's going to go up again. You just gotta wait for a bottom. Some consolidation would be nice. I think we're going to see this continue to get washed out. But I think this is a good time for the whole market to collapse while this airdrop kind of distribution that usually happens anyways happening. So I'm keeping an eye on Pengu for some consolidation and then probably a potential entry. I think the valuation that came out with was just way too high in general. So yeah, I do want to go over Trump really quick because somebody answered it or asked about it. I do think Trump, we haven't seen it the last hour or so, but it's possible it makes another low. But the writings on the wall chart wise is very very corrective. It's a number of things could send this. It can and will send this higher. Some any positive Trump related news with Bitcoin, Ross being freed, Bitcoin going up in general. The coin it just got dropped on Coinbase today. I think all of those together is going to equal Trump going to all-time highs. So that's kind of my thinking, and I'm going to personally take off a bit of my position when it gets to near 100 above this new all-time high, but still hold a good amount of it because I think at least the next few months we're going to still see it head higher. So yeah, that's my thoughts. I want to move on to NFTs, but I think if you right now, take note of the stuff that's held strong, whether that be for me that the old obvious cult plays, the best risk to reward plays again, the MOG, SPX, Giga, Ticker, Bitcoin, Flog, all of those can't really go wrong with, in my opinion. Definitely some of the AI stuff we went over today is good. And I would just say if you have dry powder, definitely accumulate that and then hold the good stuff because I think it's going to be an exciting year. With that being said, Rhodes, are you still with us, brother? He might have been in the office.
in here.
Yeah, I might be in the office. It's all good. I do want to pull up some NFTs. We'll talk a little bit about it. But
Do we
damn,
do Popcat and Goat or
yes. So yeah, GOAT came down pretty hard here too. Lack of consolidation and just the lore behind it, and the fact that it was kind of just started the whole AI trend. And
Honestly, it looks like a pretty good entry for GOAT right here.
yeah, I agree. So I'm gonna accumulate a little more. I think probably on this next run it goes up, and then it's a chance that GOAT might be one of the only multi-cycle coins because of that narrative, that like lore kind of CryptoPunk type narrative where it started it all type of thing. So yeah, I like GOAT, and then what was the other one?
Popcat, and then also Fartcoin if we're gonna look at GOAT.
Yoni, are you still there? He might be not here too. It's all
Yeah,
good.
I'm here.
Okay,
No, I'm here. I just had it muted.
all good. Fartcoin.
What about Popcat?
Oh shit! Did I just pull it up and not even look at it? That's disrespectful.
You're tweaking.
Yeah, I'm tweaking for sure. All right. Yeah, lack of consolidation, deep correction. I think again, you just got to look at how much mind share and how big of a community Popcat's formed. There's still a lot of people bull posting it. I think it goes up, probably bottomed out here. I'd like to see a little bit more consolidation, but yeah, Popcat. It's just one of these ones you can just blindly buy. I think just based off of if you think the market is going to continue higher, the meme market is going to continue higher over the next few months. Popcat is kind of one of those like quote unquote blue chips, in the sense it's not the one I'm most bullish on, but I think it's one that you can kind of hang your hat on or be safer with. So that, and then I want to go ahead and pull up Magic Eden real quick.
Wait, Fartcoin.
Oh yeah, okay. Fartcoin. And then if there's any comments in the chat, please let me know. I'm not looking at the screen right now. Fartcoin is looks bull. It's been barely correcting, lower time frame correction here too. I think it's going to rip probably from here. So Fartcoin, I expect to continue to lead the AI market, and then I'll just look at AI XBT. I'm sorry, AI 16Z. Yeah, AI 16Z, same kind of thing. Did double top, a little bit of a different setup, but corrective nonetheless. I think it's going to rip higher. If AI is your thing, and you don't, memes coincide, whatever. AI more your thing. I think things like AI 16Z, Zero Bro, Goat are just beautiful chart setups right now. Let me see. Check memes AI. I'll check memes. AI. I got Hawk here, my boy Hawk. I'll check AI CMP for you before we move on. Yeah, same thing. Lack of consolidation, multiple bounces. It's just really good that these AI coins don't have a bunch of distribution up top. What this is telling me is that the AI, at least the quality ones with mindshare, are going to have a big recovery. So it's a deep correction, but whatever. Do you have any of this, Yoni, or did you at one point? I forgot.
Did I have any what? AI CMP? I did. I wrote it for a little bit to like 40 million or something.
Hell yeah.
Like 30 million or something like that.
Okay. So yeah, okay, yeah, you had it before it corrected then. Okay. Perfect. Yeah, I think this is going to rip higher eventually too. Yeah, corrective for sure. And then we'll just go over NFTs a little bit. For me, my view is I think what's going on with Trump, a lot of people aren't seeing that is going to just ignite a digital asset bull run, not just meme coins and crypto, because of the green. It kind of like it's a green light. Like I had a tweet yesterday. I saw a video by Elio Trades. I don't this guy right here. If you aren't following him, makes great content. One of my favorite content creators in crypto. Really sparked my mind at the beginning and kind of shaped a lot of the way that I think about crypto as well. He's an OG. Definitely check him out if you haven't already. He made a post or one of his streams yesterday, made a great point that pretty much what Trump is doing here, you don't like Trump, whatever, you don't even like the coin. He's essentially just green lighting the entire industry, and not just making a meme coin, which is a huge thing, but the fact that, all this legislation stuff, they're creating a crypto task force. What this is going to result in is a bunch of people experimenting in crypto, not just in the meme coin side, but just in tech and not being scared of being gone after by the SEC and all that, as long as they're not doing any fraud or anything like that. He kind of put it in the way that we're going from we were in like a black market phase where obviously crypto is like, the Silk Road and all that. It went to a gray area phase, like a gray market, where it was kind of like people were kind of sketched out whether they're going to get hit, and now we're going to a light market where essentially it's like a green light. Like it's like the internet back in the day where people were kind of more open to creating apps and experimenting. I think again, if everything plays out here, we might get like a golden age in crypto where people are really experimenting with shit. So yeah, I kind of think that's my take, that this whole thing, whether you like it or not, maybe you're not even, you hate the Trumps. You think what they're doing is completely scammy, whatever, even though they haven't sold a coin. Again, it's bigger than Trump. That's really all it is. It's just great for all of our bags. If you own any digital assets, I find this is very net positive. Obviously, there will be grifters, there will be scammers who come in here, but overall, you got to look at the bigger picture. This is great for digital asset mass adoption. So, yeah, I do think that's going to trickle in NFTs. Was my point. Especially if there's meta news or stuff like that. I doubt that. The hell is this? What is this scammy shit someone airdropped me?
Is
I
it
think
Ethereum?
What is
Is it
this?
Ethereum
The Trump
games?
stuff?
Someone keeps
yeah
airdropping me like $1 million in Ethereum games, trying to fucking fight
yeah
me.
my
Ooh,
fucking
you're a
mom calls me.
millionaire.
My mom calls me because I set her up with like a fucking Phantom wallet, and she's like, "What the fuck is this? Like 800K in Ethereum game? Like, did you accidentally send me Ethereum?" I'm like, "Nah, just ignore that
And
shit." She's the one. She actually sent me like a screenshot of like they were talking about it. Like it's like a scam. If you interact with it, you'll get drained. I think.
Really? That's kind of crazy.
Maybe not drained. Like something. It like does something with your wallet. Um, the specific Ethereum games one. But yeah, I think we're gonna get an NFT bull run here. I don't know if there'll be a catalyst. Usually that's how it goes, but it might just be a momentum spillover from a bunch of NFTs hitting all time highs, and a lot of people just like wanting to flex and stuff. So for me, I've been accumulating, still holding my core 2021 bags, which is V Friends is kind of my biggest one. Again, it's an operator play. I think Gary V. Obviously, last few years nobody's been building much of shit when there's no demand for NFTs, but with demand heating up for NFTs, with all the resources that he has in real life connections, he has 4 million, like 10 million followers, just building real businesses, just his track record that he has. I think he's going to absolutely take V Friends to the top of the NFT industry with like all these regulations that he's able to do too, potentially tie it to real world businesses that he has, all this different stuff. That's where my biggest NFT bet in general is, and why I have like over $100,000 in V Friends. But other than that, I have the mutants, the pudgies, all that I think are going to go up off of the back of just the strength of digital assets. Clear the clarity that we're going to get from legislation. So, and then on top of that, I think just to touch on what I said there, we're going to get the meme coin. Meme coin NFTs are going to be one of the strongest narratives in crypto in general in 2025. The convergence of NFTs and then meme coins, which are the strongest thing in crypto, those two communities in one, is going to make for explosive price gains. So, just if you have some spare soul, maybe buy some of the ones that have proven themselves. Again, the borns attached to Zero Bro. These ones have held steady. The I16Z partner is nice and corrective on the chart. What I think we're going to see is the relevant meme communities are going to, if they don't already have one, drop official NFT collections, which is going to make for a symbiotic relationship between the two. Because I mean, everybody wants to, if it's your favorite meme coin community, wants a way to rep their favorite community with an official NFT collection. So Zero Borns, Retardio Cousins, I essentially just bought a bunch of really strong communities that I'm bullish on. Obviously the pond that myself and
Brand.
you have. What's up?
We got meme coin with NFTs on from question from TikTok Light. Thoughts on $ XZA? I don't know
Hell
what
yeah.
that
We
ticker
appreciate
is.
you watching from TikTok as well. Definitely give a follow to the Bridge 3 Labs account so you don't miss our further streams. We appreciate you guys on TikTok though. What is it?
XZA. I don't know if it's a meme coin. I think it's a meme coin. XZA.
Maganomics, I think. Is that it? No. Why'd that just come up? XZA?
No, sorry, ZXA. I'm
Oh, no.
dyslexic.
No worries. Are you really?
I don't know. I'm really bad with letters. Better with
Because I wasn't
numbers
gonna
for
make fun
sure.
of you if you really are, but damn, bro. Let's
Honey,
see.
this
Oh,
has a meme coin on it. All right,
yeah.
NFT for it.
Okay. ZXA is it Zombie X Army, as you know. If you can hear me, just write in the chat if it's Zombie X Army. Either way, this is a very low market cap coin. So Definitely possible. We saw MLG actually, which somebody asked about that. Let's just pull that up really quickly. You saw MLG all the way down here at 10K market cap for quite a while, multiple months, and then it just exploded. So while it's not impossible for these things to grow, if there is a good team behind it, I do think, or people building behind it, like with a bigger idea, uh, I do like how it didn't have a crazy bundle candle. It looks like it's probably like a fairer launch. With that being said, there's not much I can tell you, especially with the low market cap. Really, no transactions here. Like 49 transactions in the last day. What I would say is if you see in the Telegram and stuff like something different, like these guys are still building, you think they have a good leaders behind it, like they whatever. I would maybe continue to hold it. There's not much I can tell you as far as that. They do have an NFT. I think that's great. Um, but again, if you believe in it, all I can say, man, is you're kind of in the Telegram and people are building and you believe in the greater idea behind it and you want to be ground level. I've seen some of these things go from zero to a lot. So I wish you the best of luck. Definitely come on the stream here in a few weeks. And if if it's continuing to do well or it's made progress, definitely let us know so we can look at it. But I really hope this does well for you either way, man.
Yeah, he said he's seen the dev stream on TikTok. That's how he found it. So
Oh, okay. That's bullish.
tons of crypto TikTok streamers now. So that's kind of bullish for the community as well, building in public.
Hell yeah. XZA, definitely give us a follow on Twitter, Telegram. Shoot me a DM. Definitely get you going on that. I appreciate you for doing a comment on Telegram or on TikTok. But I do think, yeah, all we could say is if you believe in the bigger idea, the devs building, you think it's something ground level. I definitely think it's a good sign that he's doing the TikTok streams and stuff. So I think that's awesome that you found a coin from a TikTok. That's amazing.
Hey, wasn't Chill Guy from TikTok or something?
Yeah, that's kind of where it started hitting.
We got North King asking about elements and other good NFTs that are good entry level right now.
Yeah, it's a great question, and that's from Twitter.
That's from Twitter. Yeah, that's from the
right on. So yeah, for me, I can hear Danksy, what he thinks too, but I think for me again, 2021 wise, I've been just really all in on VFriends. Again, it's an operator play, as well as I'm really tapped into the community and some of the stuff that's very likely coming. Oh, by the way, a VFriends today, a Punk with not a fresh wallet, but a big NFT whale with Punk and a bunch of other stuff. Right after that news came out with the crypto task force, swept 20 VFriends, 4 gift goats, which are like the biggest one. People are pretty hyped about that. I don't know if that's based off the back of like the task force and Gary pretty much saying that if they can get clarity from the regulators, he could really very possibly tie this to a lot of real world stuff and a lot of stuff that none of these other NFT people can really do. I don't know if it's based off of that or they know something's coming. I think it's probably a mix of both. But either way, for me to answer whoever's question that is, if you're looking for IP 2021 plays, I think VFriends Series 2. If you have only a bit of money or you want to throw in less than an ETH, I think that's your best bang for your buck as far as that goes. And then really overall the Memecoin NFTs, man, I think that's really where the biggest value bets as far as like the most underrated bets are. If probably the Apus being not the apes. Apes are good too. Apus, which for those you don't know, the Apu the meme coin community is very, very strong. And I do think these are going to have nice distribution over a few months. Something like this, which is probably $300 or $400 right now. I have about 20, 25 of these total. So I'm very bullish on these. Something like this, man. The thing is, there's not too many meme coin NFTs out yet. And that's why I'm so bullish. If you have a few ETH to throw around, I really, the Sproto Gremlins, which is the NFT of the obviously ticker Bitcoin community. I think these Aeons and ticker Bitcoins are going to be like the quote unquote apes and like Sprotos. I'm sorry, apes and Pudgies of the NFT meme meta or meme NFT meta, right? Like the top 2 collections. And for that reason, I think these are going to surpass 10, 20, maybe even like 30, 40 ETH. Again, due to meme coins just being so strong. And then these are like 3K collections. So if you're looking for some more lower, cheaper stuff, again, VFriends Series 2, would highly recommend looking at that. Again, a different IP play. Maybe you don't like the art as much, right? It's more like kids. It's like kids content type of thing. The IP they're trying to build doesn't maybe PFP as well. But if you're looking for like a great community as well as like what I think is great ROI wise, I would look at VFriends, Apu, What else? Zero Borns, like I said. And then I would look for a lot of these NFT projects. I'm sorry, meme projects to drop NFT collections as this meta becomes more obvious to people. What about you, Danksy? As far as like the 2021 size, I think that's probably more what you dabble in. Like, what do you view as like the best bet? You still think it's like a Zuki leading into anime, or like what do you think looks good in the 2021 side, or
Dude,
anywhere,
the
anywhere really?
Azuki stuff is not working out. I'm trying to
Yeah, it
figure out
does not
this.
really. You think it's more so off the fact that the overall market's kind of fucking it, or like what's
No, it's like they launched it where like they have this like it's based on this rewards or like award platform they have to award like old like OG holders
yeah,
and like doing tasks and whatever. So like why would anyone buy an Azuki right now for the airdrop, right? When you might not get the full airdrop because you don't have the awards.
no, 100%, that makes sense.
Right? So then you don't have the price appreciation like Pudgies and then you lose that flywheel effect. And now they haven't moved it. They're like down an ETH basically right now. So um I mean, it's good for OG holders, but if you don't have the hype and you don't have the price appreciation, like you just
Yeah,
kind of
no,
spent a marketing card for nothing, or
yeah,
for a weird for a weird situation.
yeah, it's interesting. I feel like the airdrop will be pretty similar to how expensive the NFT is. Obviously, the fucking floor price will probably come down after. But for me, like if I were to buy an Azuki right now, I'd probably be more of like a 3 to 6 month hold. So I might just hold through the airdrop. But yeah, it's always gets tricky around these airdrops. White Sugar says, "Will NFTs return?" Yeah, I think what's going to end up happening is we'll get a resurgence of like the top 10 to 2021 projects, and then highly concentrated in some abstract stuff as well. But then meme coin NFTs, I think, are going to be
Yo,
really.
Brent, pull up
What's
the
up?
Trump chart right now. Good entry.
It's coming.
Light on TikTok just pointed out Trump tanking could be a good entry for you,
Thank
or
you.
more DCA
Shout out to our
opportunities.
boy Light.
Light's been putting in the work on that TikTok live right
Ooh,
now.
what is there some news that came out? Somebody write us in the chat. Obviously, something's going on. Is Bitcoin itself dumping, or what's going on? Let's
Let me
see.
check Bitcoin. Bitcoin is
No, it's holding.
not as dumping as Trump,
Let's
but
check
Trump's a meme
Twitter.
coin. So
Let's check Twitter, guys.
pull up the Trump chart. It's at 35
Hold
FTV.
on.
Dumping is a strong word. I'm looking at my thing right now.
I mean, it went from 550 to 35 within the stream.
Really? Was my bag higher? Maybe I just didn't see it.
I don't see any.
It was 50 an hour ago.
Hey, is this Light right here? Our boy Daylight Sea Salt. If this is you, shout out to you.
Someone said KOLs are saying Trump says he doesn't know anything about the coin.
No way. Pull up the chart. Pull up the chart.
Obviously, it's fucking impossible. It's on Robinhood. It's on Coinbase. Like what?
What do you mean? He
Probably just
tweeted
FUD.
about it from
Just
his
FUD.
Twitter. That's
Yeah,
some
his
FUD.
Twitter tweeted about
That's
it.
some FUD right there.
Yeah, that's stupid. Probably misquoted him. I don't know much about it. Oh, you pussies. He said, I don't know much about it.
Trump said he
And
doesn't know much about it.
yeah, but
What? No way. Where?
he said, I don't know much about it. That does, he just doesn't know much about meme coins. Do we expect Trump to know a lot about meme coins? You know what I mean? The key word here is much, right? He knows of it happening, right? It's not like, I think the writing's on the wall, correct, chart wise. It's already getting eaten up. Again, it's not about how much he knows about it, right? It's like, yeah, and it's clearly this is not being driven by Donald Trump himself too. It's being driven by the Trump family in general and everything. So I wouldn't take this.
Good entry
I,
though, if you
I think
believe.
it's my exactly. I think it's putting in the final low right here. Shout out to you, Light. If this is you, bro, fucking shout out to you. I'm gonna follow this fucker back, dude. Good guy,
Oh yeah, it's him. It's on. He's on TikTok.
dude. If that's you, you're a fucking animal, dude. What the
Daylight
fuck?
sea salts. Oh,
Bro,
actually, might be actually.
damn, bro. Look how jacked this fucker is. If
He is
that's really
jacked.
you,
His TikTok profile is jacked as well.
damn. Shout out to you, bro. The fuck. Hell yeah. Appreciate you for being on fucking TikTok.
Someone asked about XRP. Do we
Yes.
go do that XRP today? It's a macro. Usually we do in the macro section, but who knows what happened today? Today was a
Yeah, I think we went
Insane
over
a
it
day.
briefly, but there's so much to go over, like you said. Yeah, I think XRP could be making another low in its correction, but super corrective here. Not much consolidation, a lot of choppy behavior. I think maybe after another rip down, continues higher. Yeah, no, the market's barely reacting to this shit. It's like, I don't know.
I
Let's
don't know.
see.
Hopefully get some rest before some crazy shit happens. I've been
Yeah, we'll get off in the
lack of
next 5
sleep.
minutes. Yeah, you're gonna get some rest after that. You're gonna sleep.
I don't know. I got hella shit to do.
Oh, it definitely did pull back. My shit was glitching.
Dude, another $1.4 million buy into Trump coin.
He doesn't know very much about it. Wow, did we expect Trump to like know if like I don't know, dude. He's an old man.
Dude,
He doesn't.
Trump is in the trenches. He's like, fuck the presidency.
I expect
Trenches.
Trump. Yeah, but it's on Fox News and shit, and everyone knows it's fucking Barron with his dad's account. But who cares? Let's run it
Bullish
up.
that he even mentioned it. Bro. What the fuck? You guys don't see this as bullish. Like, it's okay.
Wait. Play that clip.
Hold on. Shh.
Clip it.
Shh. Yeah, I launched it. Like, shut the fuck up, Butters.
I can't hear that. What'd it say?
I can't hear it. You don't have the sound
Okay.
done
Yeah,
on
no,
your
it's
thing.
fine. It doesn't work. He just said,
Yo, we
okay.
got to be able to do that. We got to be able to have
Fine,
full
we'll figure
sound
it
and
out.
everything.
Usually, it does. Sometimes it does work. But
I think it's like with your settings. You gotta change
yeah,
it.
hold on. I'm trying to hear what he said, so I can repeat it. Everyone, be quiet for a second. He said, "I don't know much about it, but I know I launched it and we made it. It was very successful. I haven't checked
Fuck
it. Where
it. Bullish.
it's bullish. He mentioned it. Like, you not people are fucking retarded, bro.
Bullish
Sorry,
as
I-
fuck.
like,
He
Bullish.
literally, like a beast, was just like, whatever it is, it was official, and we win. Period. All I know is it was the illest.
dumbasses, bro. These people are stupid. He just acknowledged it. Like, come on.
He said we
Anyway,
launched it, and it's the biggest. Next.
yeah, don't mid curve this, fuckers. Do not. If I were you, I would not.
Dude, you just missed out on easy 35%.
It's fine, bro.
Fuck.
I'm so like I have too much of this shit already. Toga Steve says he said he launched it. Yeah, Toga gets it. Rose just says pull up Crypto God's post about Crypto Zach LA. What the hell? I do like it. You guys are bringing. I do want to react to content. That'd be pretty cool too. Maybe
Yeah,
not.
that's what I'm saying. That's what we should be doing, like pulling up, having content segmented, or being able to react live and play clips live and have the audio run.
We'll definitely do that on the other streams too when they're kind of more just like chilling, Yoni, for sure. Whoever else wants to pull up to those.
Right, because I guess it'll be longer. Can't be a
Yeah,
segment.
just kind of just take. I think those will be great shows too. What'd you say? What did Homeboy say? Crypto. What was the comment? Crypto God. I think
Yeah, let's
already.
pull it up. Crypto God John or Crypto Zach LA.
A lot of imposter. Trump just killed Trump. Oh my God, are you dumb? No, I'm just kidding. I like this guy. Trump pretty much confirming an AI super. Okay, yeah, I don't know. I think that's a mid.
Bro, this guy's trolling. This guy's
He
trolling.
said
you.
that and then read AI and just immediately closed the page.
This guy's trolling.
Yeah, I don't think he's trolling, but you can just tell where a lot of people they're positioned. People are
He's just
positioned.
pumping in his own bags.
Well, yeah, that too. It's just he's just positioned in AI. That's nothing nefarious. I'm not saying he's like pumping and dumping, but just people have biases, right? Like that's fine. I just think you're.
Dude, these
I think
streams
people-
are popping off right now.
What is?
1.5 on Twitter and then 500 on TikTok.
You're fucking
What is-
kidding. We have 500 on TikTok.
Views. But the
Oh,
people
yeah.
leave pretty
Still
fast.
amazing, bro. Shout out to you if you're watching us on TikTok. Definitely give a. I don't know if the information plugged on here, but obviously Bridge 3 Labs where you're watching it on TikTok. These guys are great as well. Check them out. Add us on Twitter. We got myself, Bren, and then Yon Wick as well. Appreciate you guys seriously watching on TikTok. It's amazing. We're on multiple platforms. I think we hang out. Anybody can hop off whenever, but I think we should hang out for a few more minutes. Look at what's up with Trump. To me, he just acknowledged the coin. You fucking like, come on. I'm not gonna write this right here. I can't even fucking focus. But
Ah,
people are really overthinking it here, dude. Yeah, Min, shout out to you, bros. Smart. Here's the full clip. People starting to throw out lines out of context. Be your own judge, not from tweets that write like this. Yeah, like come on. You
people
realize
saving
that
their bags.
all this
They
is
Reposting
What?
to save their bags.
Yeah, or they just created, but they also created an entry, a great one.
it's not saving. I mean, people can be safe. Everybody's trying to save their bags. Let's get real. Everybody's trying to talk their bags, but it's just whether what he's saying makes sense, and it just makes fucking like the people that are fudding are going off of out of context statements, and the people who are talking about Trump are kind of, I think, full context. So
True. Whoever's funding my bags out of context, and then whoever's not
Yeah.
funding my bags
pretty
Yeah,
much,
is
yeah,
the truth,
Yeah.
bro. I'm telling you right now.
Exactly.
that's pretty much what I said in a nutshell. Pretty much, yeah. Michael, Michael Gay, they fucking with us, fam. Yeah, look, this guy says it's the official Trump coin. Who cares if he knows much about it? Yeah, Alex, fucking smart guy. Bandit, shut the fuck up and send it for real, bro. He just learned that he made billions of dollars off of it. Like, you know how bullish that is. Says learns that he just made several $billion. He's probably pumped now. What the fuck? I'm telling you, that just shows that Barron and all the other fuckers are really running the show.
Dude, he's fucking the president. He doesn't have time running meme coins right now.
Dude,
Yeah.
Barron Trump is the president of crypto. Do you see how fucking like his sly look on his face during the inauguration? This guy literally looks like he just made billions of dollars and plans to make so much more.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, he's
I think he's the cabal. I think he's the Asian cabal too. He's all the cabals. They all run from Barron.
definitely some interesting wallet activity from wallets controlled by Barron in the past, but I'm not mad at it. I'm stoked either way. Whatever's happened in the past, other coins, DJT, stuff like that, we're up huge. I think this is good for the entire industry, and I'm not mad at it. White Sugar says seeing Brandon live on X for the first time. Shout out to you, White Sugar. Appreciate you. Wait, did we go? We're not live on my account, right? We're just on Bridge Labs.
No, we're on Bridge. We're gonna hop soon, so
No, that's fine. Let's go ahead and we'll go ahead and wrap it up. We will be back on here for everybody who's on TikTok, Twitter, everybody else. Give everybody a follow who's on this thing. We do these streams twice a week, Tuesday at 1 p.m. PST, and then Friday at 10 a.m. PST. And it's starting to get crazy. So tune in for the streams. And anything else we covered out? Yoni, any closing thoughts, brother?
No. This was an awesome stream. See you guys Tuesday. What is it? When's the next one? Friday?
Yeah.
Friday.
Definitely give everybody a follow in here. Yoni and whoever else wants to pull up, and I will be doing some separate like kind of hangout streams, reaction streams, everything like that. Maybe starting this week, but either way, look out for that. Check out everything the Bridge 3 Labs guys are doing. They're doing some cool stuff with AI agents coming up. And with that, we love you guys and lock the fuck in.
Yep.
Talk soon. All right, boys.
Love you guys.
Love you.
Love.
I'm gonna turn off stream. See you guys. Take care.